Leisure. It is time for our Toys for Tots Radiothon to begin here. Real Sports Talk Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7. You okay back there, Zach? The communication? We all right?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we didn't chat a lot this before the show there, Zach, so probably want to clue us in on a few things before we just start jumping out there like that. But good morning, everybody. Welcome in on a very special day. It's always a special day when we do this each and every year, and that's exactly what we're going to do out here with you at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Come on out and see us, and we are here. The Marines will be joining us probably in about an hour's time to get all the full setup. But for those of you that come out early to say hello to me and CJ, because me and CJ, our old pal Billy Connolly's right here hanging out, running things here at Family Leisure, making sure that I don't steal anything, basically, is what Billy's doing. So far he's doing good, but he doesn't see what I put in the car, so don't tell him.
Okay.
So come on out and say hello to us. And those of you that come out early, we got some donuts for you over there, little breakfast treat, which is lovely for those of you out there. You got your mic, everything straight away there?
Yeah, now we're good.
Are you not here? Guess you're not there, huh?
No. Wait, we were just good.
You were good. And you turned the good Lord, CJ.
I'm sorry.
Have you ever done this before? Do you know?
It's early, Peter.
Goodness gracious. Turn the microphone. It's just...
Hang in there.
Okay. All right. We're off to a
typical start.
Off to a start here.
Yes. Very much so.
Put it that way. So anyway, come on out. Say hello to us. We are here at Family Leisure. And again, I can't stress enough how important today is. Me and CJ. Zach's back in the studio. Gabe's back there as well to help take care of business. And it's such a big day because it's all about the kids. It's all about bringing toys and helping the kids of the Mid-South get as much joy and happiness and fun as we possibly can. So we want you out here. That's what we want. We want you guys to come out here. And more importantly, we want to say hello. We want to shake your hand. We want to give you a high five, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, we want you to bring toys. Big kid toys, little kid toys, girl toys, boy toys, whatever phrasing you want to put on these things. We just want them. We want those toys. We want them out here. Bring them, and they will go to a very, very worthy home indeed. You can help a kid in the Mid-South have a very, very Merry Christmas, a very happy holiday, a very special time. So that's what we can do. We're here bringing joy. We're spreading joy. We're going to be doing it all day long out here until 6 o'clock. Come on and join us for a Toys for Tots Radiothon. We'll have all kinds of fun stuff. There'll be food coming throughout the day. As I mentioned, if you come out here early, 2120 Whitten Road, those of you that are heading into work, it's not far. Those, especially if you're on the interstate, it's not far, whether you're on the loop or coming in. Certainly those of you that are coming in from out east, it's very, very convenient for you. Just hop off the interstate, come by here, and then hop right back on. It's no problem. We got donuts for you early. Then around lunchtime, we're going to have some Moe's. Southwest Bar, the little taco bar is going to come by. We're going to set that up for you for some lunch. Also have some East Coast wings coming, which will be great. So come on by for lunchtime. We have some food here. We got some special guests coming your way. Tim Howard's supposed to join us at 11 o'clock, the part owner of Memphis 901 FC, and, of course, the former U.S. men's national team goalkeeper, former Manchester United, Everton, Colorado Rapids player. So a lot to discuss with Tim, and he's a Memphian. So I appreciate him reaching out and helping with things like this. So it's going to be a fun day out here at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Come on by and say hello to us. And CJ?
Yo.
I got to give you a chance. What are you going to say to all the folks when they come out here?
When they come through, Peter. Mm-hmm. I've been working on it all night.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
Now,
just like that. They're going to freak out.
Is any and everyone who comes in here is going to get one of those?
Everybody.
Even there's one person?
One person. One people.
One people?
Hey, everybody.
Okay. One people who didn't get it.
People are going to faint when they walk in, and I hit them with it. That's how much this phrase has moved the masses.
It's special.
Yes.
There's no question about it.
Yes.
It's definitely special. People know it, and they appreciate it. out here at Family Leisure. Of course, back in the studio, as I mentioned, we're kind of tag teaming it. We got two folks.
Oh,
That's why I was. CJ heard me talking before the show. I don't think you heard the other side of it. Yeah, because not only is our pal here, who now, the thing with Zach is he doesn't mind. He's not going to cue us when the show starts, but he is going to have his music queued up, so that's good. We got that squared away.
I mean, at least we're ready to go, right?
I mean, we were a little too ready, Zach, but that's fine. Gotta stay ready to be ready, I guess. He is none other than the America's real soy toy.
yeah.
You don't eat meat. He can't be beat.
He don't scream in his wildest dreams.
Ho, ho, ho. Who wouldn't know? Ladies and gentlemen, on this special day, it's none other than our friend Similac Zach, Rack City Zach. Zach Boyd, what's up?
Guys, I kind of miss you back here in the studio, man. It feels a little weird, man.
Every day. Also with our eloquent friend Zach back in the studio is none other than the former lineman himself, Muscle Milk in the house, Gabe Kuhn, ladies and gentlemen.
He swung by to kind of help me out.
Oh, and then he's gone.
Bit.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, well.
So you got me.
R.I.P.
Rest in power.
That's right.
Muscle Milk.
That's right. He'll be back soon enough. But everything is squared away. We are good to go. You can always same rules apply here. You can get in touch with us on the. Well, you know what, Zach, you tell them. Okay, we're out here at Family Leisure. You tell them what's going on.
So you can get in touch with the show. You can call us on our First Bank phone line at 901-360-8255. You can text us on our First Bank text line at 67129. And if you are new to the text line, text us 56JOIN at 67129. You must do it. You must do it. So text us at 56JOIN at 67129 if you're new to the text line. You can follow us on our social media platforms. You can follow Peter Edmiston at Peter Edmiston. Mm-hmm. Follow CJ at Conradicalness. Mm-hmm. Follow yours truly at Rack City Zach. And you can follow the station on all of our social media platforms at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
It sounds different when you don't get to see him saying it. Seeing him struggle through.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad though. Now that being said, you can get in touch with us in all those ways, and we would love to hear from you throughout the show. But really and truly, we want to see you out here at Family Leisure. Again, 2120 Whitten Road. It's nice when the Family Leisure studios actually are in Family Leisure. One time a year, that will happen, and it happens today. So come on by and say hello to us. We're going to be here all day long. We're going to be having all kinds of fun. And again, I would encourage you to come out here, not only to give toys to the kids of the Mid-South. That's obviously number one. CJ with his mostly purple and pink unicorn.
I like this unicorn, man.
Yeah, very, very, very fuzzy.
It's going to be hard to say goodbye to this one.
Little purple bear. We got
that is a sloth, Peter Edmiston.
No, I'm going to disagree with you there.
I'm pretty sure that's a sloth.
That is definitely a bear.
Hold it up to the camera. Let the camera decide. Like, that is a sloth. That is a purple sloth.
Again, I would say that the lack of ears are the concern.
I don't know how it is either.
But fair enough. You're right. Okay. It says Bigfoot sloth plush. Yeah, I don't. Again, I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
Oh, come on, man.
That's all right. I'm just going to sit right here.
When's the last time you've been to the zoo?
Not too long ago.
Did you go to the sloth exhibit? Is there a sloth exhibit?
I don't think there is a sloth exhibit, actually.
Zach, check on that for me. Is there a sloth exhibit?
I think they do have a sloth, but I think he's just walking around. I'm not even sure
in
he's
the zoo streets just walking around.
I don't think he's in captivity. I think he's just walking around.
Just walking around, kicking it.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, okay.
He's pretty slow, so he's easy to find. So,
this top part is
but come on by, because we got these we got these toys obviously for the kiddos, and we need more though. We need more. We need many, many more. So come on by and say hello. Also, if you cannot bring toys and you've just forgot, which happens a lot too. Oh man, I was going to get the toys and I forgot. No big deal. Just bring cash or checks. It will all go straight to those checks made out to Toys for Tots, Mid-South Toys for Tots. That will be fine. it will go right into the toy purchasing situation. And that's that. There's no overhead. There's no administrative fees or any of that stuff. It goes straight into buying toys, all the toys that we need, whatever we need to replenish. So that could be bikes, could be trikes, could be whatever. They're buying it, and they're buying it in bulk. So the Marine Corps League and everyone, that's their thing. They will be able to get that and make sure that money goes to excellent use and is spent to really take care of kids this holiday season. So please come on by and say hello to us. Also, you could see all of the fabulous things here at Family Leisure, and CJ, you can see it. Mm-hmm. It's basically a toy store for grown-ups. We've got air hockey tables sitting right in front of us, which I firmly expect that we will be able to play around here pretty soon.
Okay.
Probably not during the show. That seems like it would be difficult to manage to do the show and play air hockey at the same time.
I don't know, man.
We could probably
pull it off. How many times? I mean, we're just having a friendly sports conversation every single day. And how many times have you played air hockey while simultaneously having a friendly sports conversation?
You've never played air hockey with me, so obviously because I don't have a friendly conversation when I'm playing air hockey.
My fault.
It's nothing friendly about it.
Okay.
But we can't play. Also, ping pong is over there. They've got the table tennis set up with I do believe
I don't know how I missed that table.
We got paddles and we've got a ball, so we are ready to go. We can play a game, no problem over there, and I will destroy you in that.
Peter, come on, man. Put some respect on my name.
We got foosball over there. Tons of foosball tables. We got the Papa Shot, which that gets really competitive.
That's your game, ain't it?
That is my game. Although that machine is a little different than the ones I'm used to, but we can make it work. We have to do a few little modifications, but we'll make it work.
Let's get after it.
And of course, they've got all the hot tubs, swim spas, casual furniture, patio furniture, you name it. It's all there for you. It's just a wonderful, wonderful place to go. The spa, the saunas are right next to us too. So
let's hop in those.
I don't know if we could take a steam.
You got a towel
during the show? I don't, but we could probably scare one up, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Maybe. I think there's one over the pool supply area. They probably got towels over there. We can just grab some towels. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Get a little steam in after the show, just perfect.
Yeah,
that's right.
Get the toxins out. I love that.
So come on by and see us here at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. And again, you can watch us. We got the videos working, so if you want to see what's happening out there on site, you want to say hello, what up? You can do that. We got the camera set up right here. Everything looks good. So you can see the toys that we're referring to when you watch on the stream on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. No, not Twitch anymore. What's the other one? Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram,
YouTube, Periscope. But then Periscope just Twitter, basically.
No, Periscope is Facebook, basically.
Okay.
Facebook got Periscope, if I think.
Isn't Facebook just Twitter, basically?
No, Instagram is just Facebook. Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, has Instagram and Periscope.
So confused, but anyway. More importantly, just come on out and see us. It would be fantastic, please. Mm-hmm. That would be great. Now, today on the show, obviously, we're going to talk a lot of sports. Well, our buddy John Gasaway will join us at 8 o'clock to chat a little college basketball. Boy, what happened to your Wolverines last night? Everyone's losing.
It's just what college basketball is this year.
No one is good this year.
No one is
great. How about that? Everyone is good, and no one is great.
There we go. Nobody has distanced themselves from the pack. Michigan goes down and plays a bunch of neutral court games against some really good teams, knocks them off. It's okay. Michigan might actually be really, really good, and then they go out there last night and do what they've done. They lost to Louisville in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. And Louisville goes out there right after beating Michigan. It's like, okay, now Louisville has solidified itself. And then they go out there and they lose to a Texas Tech team that's been struggling all season. It's just like you said, like everybody's good, nobody's great, and there's not a lot separating these teams. Not only at the top, but just in the top 25. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot separating these teams. It's crazy what's going on. I look forward to talking to John about the state of college basketball right now. You and me both. And then we will get into the coaching Ferris wheel that's spinning around. Again, if you're fairly new to the program, just remember it's the Ferris wheel around here. We don't like to call it the carousel. Everyone calls it the carousel. That's
I don't know. It's tired. It's played out. We've seen it. We've been there. We've done that.
And it doesn't properly illustrate the highs and the lows
Correct.
of the coaching
Correct.
search.
That's right.
The way a Ferris wheel does.
That's exactly right. It's an inverted Ferris wheel though, because you tend to get on in the high. You're the highest part when you start, right?
Yes.
So you'd have to get like. Do they have Ferris wheels where you get on at the
Get
top?
on at the top and then ride it
down?
I'm sure that we got those Ferris wheels somewhere. I'm
I don't think
almost
that-
positive
I don't think that's
that
the- no, I don't
we
think
got a Ferris wheel where you walk up the steps to get on at the top and then take the ride down. Wait, I went to Toys R Us. I'm trying. Nope. That Ferris wheel you got on at the
Yep.
bottom. Never mind.
There's
Toys
never-
R Us in New York City, right in Times Square.
Yeah, I've been there. You don't know.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I know what
you
you're
couldn't
talking
get
about.
on at the top.
No.
Okay.
And yeah, it's. I don't think they make those because I think the whole point of the Ferris wheel is to go up. I think if you get on when you're at the top, then
you go down and you come back up and you're back at the top.
I know, but you
Either way it goes, you're going up and then you're coming back
I'm
down.
thinking
So if
maybe-
you get on at the top, you go down and then you come up.
Wouldn't it be more fun if elevators were Ferris wheels though? Now that I'm thinking about it, like instead of
Okay, wait a second.
if
Let me
instead
process
of,
that.
instead of the building, like they just going straight up, like that's kind of boring. What if you get on the bottom and just kind of all the way? Then hey,
Okay.
yeah,
It would be more fun.
I think it'd be more fun.
It would be.
And they're like one of those Connect steels where it expands out because you have to go to different floors so that the Ferris wheel could grow.
Oh, yeah.
Side because you'd have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
That's
I
exciting.
like it.
That's
The
exciting.
glass elevators are my jam. Embassy Suites had them when I was a kid. I'm broke now. I don't know if they still have them, but the glass elevators
they
where
don't.
you can look out and see you rising is where it's at. So if we can get that with the Ferris wheel component.
Agreed.
Oh,
Fantastic.
game changer.
Well, the coaching Ferris wheel is going on right now, but how about we've talked around it enough.
Okay.
Let's just get right to it.
Okay.
Ah!
About Jonas's body?
John Morant
Oh.
killed Aaron Baines.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what was going on over there.
Oh my God! That's right. The cat's excited. We got a cat. They got a cat over here at Family Leisure. Yep, that's right. That's right.
Sounded like Ja.
Yeah, cat's saying Ja.
Sounds like the cat is saying Ja.
Ja Morant. Ja Meow Rant.
Okay.
This is what we got
All right,
going
we're
here.
not doing that.
Uh-huh,
We're
yeah,
not
no, we're
doing that
doing
at
that.
Family Leisure.
That's what we're doing
We're
at
not
Family
doing that.
Leisure.
We're in public here. We're
Ja
not.
Meow Rant.
No.
At it again.
No. God.
If you did not stay
take
up
you anywhere.
late last night, were you up or were you asleep? It seems like the kind of thing you'd have been asleep for.
So, unfortunately, I had temporary nostril blockage.
TNB?
And, yes. And
Oh, boy.
so it's a very serious.
TNB is bad. That's a bad
serious,
deal.
very serious medical condition. Now, I tried to sleep.
What
and
was
I
it blocked
couldn't.
with? Like an eraser or something? Did you stick it up there?
I have
your finger?
I think snot. I have no clue what's going on, man. This one right here, the right one.
A total?
Say what?
Total blockage?
Yes.
100%?
Yes. Like
Did
couldn't.
you get a stent in there? Did you open that thing
Nope.
up?
I just stuck some tissue in because I was tired of trying to breathe out of it. So I'm walking around the house with this giant wad of tissue in my nose. The left nostril, good old Lucille, never lets me down. She always works for me. So I was operating off one nostril.
Is this Lucy and Ricky? Is that what
Yep.
you're saying? Uh-huh.
Ricky, Lucy.
Yeah. Ricky's a problem. Then.
And yeah,
Yeah.
good grief. But Lucy was good. Had it open, I was able to breathe, but it's uncomfortable. You never really appreciate, I don't at least, the power of both nostrils until one of them goes down. And so last night I couldn't get comfortable, and so I caught third quarter on of what transpired.
The biggest thing is if you caught the,
Oh, Peter.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, oh my gosh, Jonas caught one. Was it over Frank? I feel like Jonas was over Frank Kaminsky.
It was, but it wasn't.
And-
It wasn't any sort of,
Well, at the time, I was like, I didn't know Ja was going to do that later on in the game, Peter. How was I supposed to know that body was going to be caught in that way? Going to his left, elevating, and dunking with his right hand on top of dude's head. Like, how the hell was I supposed to know that was coming?
Very Giannis, and Giannis is hopefully going to be healthy enough to be in town tomorrow for his only appearance. He missed last night. Bucks still won their 16th straight game, but Giannis had that thing where he has that long arms and he can dunk, and it looks like his arm is extending out, and it's just crazy. That's what we saw with Ja. It was insane. I mean, I don't know. He almost got him earlier.
Yes.
About 4 minutes prior to that, he tried it, and he didn't so much posterize him as pamphlet him, but he still kind of got him because it was an and one, and he sort of laid it up, a very aggressive layup.
The most aggressive layupper in the league.
Yeah,
is John Morant.
But then again, how does this guy? He's 20 years old. This is his 19th NBA game that he's playing in. Mm-hmm. It's a 4-point game. He only had 4 points going into the fourth quarter, and he finished with 13, which is becoming a thing for him now. Yep. Where you mentioned he's one of the most prolific fourth quarter scorers in the entire league. But to do it like that, to just finish the game, and watching the broadcast last night, Brevin, God bless Brevin Knight, he turned into all of us. All professionalism just went right out the window, which is totally understandable. And just going, I'm surprised.
What are you supposed to say? That's how you describe that. Like when that happens, that's how you describe it, Peter.
No, you don't use words to describe that. You just use noises.
Yes.
Just guttural. Yeah. The Suns broadcast is hilarious because they just go, ooh. That's gotta hurt. Oh. And if you see, there's some of the crowd shots where you can see the fans. All the fan reactions are just like, oh,
got him.
Oh, he got him. Oh, he got him on that one. Oh, how is that not a foul too? I mean, he's like shoving him out of the way. He just body blocks him in midair. How does that not a foul? The referees. I think the theory was that all the oxygen was sucked out of the building at that point,
and they couldn't
blow the whistle. They tried, and there was just no air to actually blow the whistle.
I mean, if LeBron James can walk and then dribble the ball from half court to the 3-point line, I'm sure these refs blinked or maybe got caught in the moment. Maybe they had the whistle in their mouth and was just like, ooh. Yeah. And then the whistle falls out. Like, oh, shoot, where'd the whistle go? Should call foul, but never mind. Game's going on. And you're right, it ended the game. The Suns were hanging around. Jaren Jackson Jr. played really well in that third quarter. And we can talk about him more some if you would like to. But they popped off.
We will. But
they popped off. Well, listen. They popped off, got that 10-point lead, and it's like, okay, the Grizzlies are about to pull away with this thing, and the Suns just stuck around and hung around. And late in that game, it was very uncomfortable watching. If, like me, you were kind of pulling for the Grizzlies. It's like, oh, I hope they don't just lose this after playing so well. And John Morant goes in there with like 45 seconds left and just hammers it on the head of my man and just effectively shuts the door. Like, bow, that's it. Everybody go home. We got this game won.
They got it won. They won it. It was this is what we were talking about this, me and Billy out here at Family Leisure prior to the show. This is what it's like when you have a superstar. Like I think everyone around here, with all due respect to Mike and Mark, Zach, Tony, the core four, who will always have their extremely important place in the history of the organization. Yeah, but you okay? You get emotional there?
Choked up.
All right.
I'm okay.
You okay? What was that?
I got choked up.
For real, is that okay?
I tried to breathe, and the air went down the wrong.
Is this part of that? Is that part of that nostril blockage thing that you're talking about?
I'm struggling, man.
Do I need to? We gonna be okay?
I'm gonna power through the best I can.
Do the best you can.
Yes.
So this is what it's like, though. With all due respect to those guys, and Pau Gasol, who was excellent and is going to be a Hall of Famer. Rudy Gay was extremely good for quite a while here. Those guys certainly didn't. And in the core four, they were stars, but not superstar like this. Not like this. Not like a guy that is going to single-handedly bring a crowd off its feet, turn an entire TV watching audience into just and not only that, to do it at these moments. He's now had so many moments in such a young career. He's 3 or 4 now in 19 games where he stepped up late in the game. He had that crazy layup against Charlotte to win the game. He had the block shot against Kyrie Irving. He had the assist to Jay Crowder in that same game against Brooklyn. That was his 3rd game of his career. He's had these games where he steps up in the 4th quarter, the Utah game against Mike Conley where he made that big This was 40 seconds left in the game, and he's dunking on Aaron Baines, who has been dunked on a lot. So add another one to the list. But he's a good defender. I mean, that's why he gets dunked on.
Because he goes after.
He goes after.
Yeah.
If you play basketball, you're going to get dunked on. If you're playing defense, if you're trying, it's going to happen. You're going to get crossed over. You're going to get dunked on. So you can hopefully have fun with it when it happens, as opposed to get mad about it. But Aaron was mad. But you can. This is what a superstar looks like. It's what it feels like to have a superstar.
Yes. And with superstars come more premier primetime games, because that's what drives this league. And as great as the core four were, and as great as Paul Gasol is, and Rudy Gay, when Rudy Gay was having his moment, as great as that was, it wasn't this. It wasn't one of those things where you can say, oh my gosh, everybody in the nation wants to tune in to watch this team play now. This is shaping up to be one of those things where, should Ja continue, and I see no reason why he wouldn't continue to be this explosive, flashy, fun, exciting player, this is one of those things that gets you on TV Christmas Day. Like, this is one of those things that get you 15, 16 games in prime time. This is what that is. Not only winning, but giving you more exposure nationally. And Memphis loves some national exposure, baby.
It's fun to watch, and I hope people saw it. We'll take a break. We'll come back, continue here on the Experience live from Family Leisure. The Family Leisure Studios are out here at Family Leisure today because we're out here trying to get you to bring us some toys, gifts, lots of great stuff for the kids of the Mid-South. We're raising it for Mid-South Toys for Tots. Come see us all day long, 7 to 6 right here. Real Sports Dogs, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Listen online anywhere, anytime. That's Sports56, WHBQ.com.
I just left those Ford and Toyota dealers. You want to see their selection of new cars and trucks? And you should see their prices. Santa trades a Sunrise Buick GMC truck. Top trade-in for old sleds, immediate financing, a true bargain lot with cars and trucks under $99.95. And remember, Sunrise specializes in first-time buyers. Want to buy a car or truck and have some left over for the holidays? SunriseMemphis.com, Covington Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville. Happy holidays.
Farmers Insurance knows that there's a not-so-subtle difference between the sound of a car hitting your rear bumper and the sound of a clown car hitting your rear bumper.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry about that.
We call that a three-ring fender bender, and we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent.
They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at MemphisFarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And now, a page from the diary of Flo.
Dear Diary, the ghost is back. This house is protected through Progressive, but that doesn't mean it's not haunted. How else would you explain that radiator-like clanking sound? Or the moon-colored light in the hallway that's gone by morning? Maybe he never bundled home and auto, and he's doomed to suffer an eternity without the savings.
So, Zach,
save an average of 17% on car insurance.
Whenever we're on remote,
home and auto through
you gotta confirm with the
the wind.
We started about 2 minutes early than normal, and
all states or situations.
And you didn't confirm with us that we were ready to go.
That's the sound
you
of
get whenever you're on remote, because there's all kinds of stuff happening when we're out here. We might not.
And that's the sound of seeing how much
you might not have the headphones on. You might be talking to somebody. You might be setting some other things up. You gotta confirm and say, hey,
come in early Thursday to Saturday for your chance.
Y'all ready? Okay, let's do this. Right? See what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we just put our headphones on and all we hear is nothing except I think I heard the last part of you saying we're hot. We were not ready for that.
Mid-South Power Distributors is your source for all things diesel.
Yeah, that was on me. I was talking to Gabe about it right before he left. So I will make sure
light duty, agricultural, marine, or off-road. Mid-South Power is the leading source for all things diesel. Fuel injection.
During the break, we got to set up during the break.
Alternators, starters, and
hey, good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing him out. Thank you. Great to see you. Grab a donut. Yeah, get your donut.
396-0710.
Summers span decades.
You see what I'm saying here?
Winters can last a lifetime. And the struggle for the Iron Throne continues in Game of Thrones
the
final season.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Now on 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and DVD. The complete series also available on Blu-ray and DVD now for purchase. But you could win it right here on Sports 56.
Okay, so next time, like I said, just confirm whenever if you're running a remote, whoever it is, just you gotta make sure people know, like, hey, we're coming back. You know, if you don't hear anything, then you can't come back. You gotta do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Okay, thanks.
This hour of The Experience is brought to you by Mid-South Power Distributors. All things diesel for over 26 years. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
You're hot.
Never takes a rest.
Yeah. Yeah. Polar Express, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Get it, CJ.
I will. Thank you.
Welcome back as we continue here at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Just had a besuited gentleman come in.
A what?
Besuited. He was wearing a suit.
Okay. All right.
He was besuited.
Just say wearing a suit then.
No, it's more fun to say besuited. He's a besuited gentleman.
You're confusing me. Okay.
Get that mic. You got to just kind of.
Where am I? Yeah, I don't know why it's so hard for me to use the microphone.
This is not. I feel like, have you ever used a mic before?
No,
okay,
never.
You got to turn that a little high, right to the
is
there.
Am I
there?
there?
That's where you need to. Yeah, there it is. Right.
Okay.
Needs to be.
I'm just not going to move
your
anymore.
Mouth just kind of. Yeah. Don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep it right. I'm not moving.
Point it in all different directions. It doesn't. No. You know what I'm talking? I mean, come on, Billy. No, Billy's used up. I mean, Billy knows how to use mics. Come on, CJ.
I'm doing the best I can, Peter. What can I say, man?
But anyway, our besuited friend came in and dropped off a big bag of toys, which we appreciate. So we're off to an excellent start here. You can do the same thing on your way to work. Come on by and say hello. 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. It is Family Leisure. It's where we're going to be all day long through 6 o'clock collecting toys for the kids at Mid-South Toys for Tots. We love to help those kids out, and we're doing that already. We need your help to make it a very special day, so please come see us. A reminder, if you can't come this morning, then you can always come throughout the day. So if you're driving to work, you say, oh, man, I forgot. Oh. Okay, no, don't worry about it. Come by and see us at lunch. We'll have Moe's Southwest Grill. We'll have East Coast Wings here for you to enjoy at lunchtime. Or if you want to come towards the end of the evening, that's fine too. And if you don't want to go out and buy some toys, you can just bring a check, cash, all that. It all goes straight to purchasing toys. Our friends of the Marine Corps are going to be out here shortly to set up and get everything squared away on that end. So it's going to be terrific. Please come out and say hello to us. We're all just still kind of amazed at what happened at the end of the game last night with John Morant, and it was. All I could say is it's. We mentioned it. Superstar stuff starting to happen, and I think maybe people thought that last year, as talented as Jaren Jackson Jr. is, would that be the star that you get? Jaren is a good player, but he's not a superstar like this. Like there's just how many more exciting players are there in basketball right now than John Morant?
And it's just 20-something games in.
19. That was his 19th game.
19 games in. I guess it's not many. It's not very many. And then his ability to explode and finish at the rim in a variety of ways. There was the dunk, and then in the first half he drove and basically stopped off one leg and elevated for the floater. You bring up the pamphlet he put your man on, where he has this ability to just sort of hang in the air and dipsy doodle it up under your arms. He has an assortment of different ways to finish at the rim, and you know that he's going to always be there to give you something. Like at some point in the game, John Morant is going to do something that makes you like make a noise. Just oof, and throw your hands up in the air like, oh, did you see that? So that is what superstars do. Not only do they score a lot of points, get a lot of rebounds, assists, etc., but they make plays that others in the league just can't make for whatever reason. And John Morant is doing that right now.
Well, the combination of the productivity that he has, because he can do. There's a lot of guys that have been able to do really exciting things, but maybe they were one-dimensional, or maybe they just could only do those incredible dunks, or maybe they could just only do certain things. But he can play. I mean, he tends to kind of bide his time. What we've seen so far through the first 3 quarters of the game, he tends to, except for certain games where he's pushed it a little more heavily. For the most part, he kind of just eases through, and then that fourth quarter, he ups it. He says, "Okay, now it's time for me to get going here." He wants to get those teammates involved, as a little bit of that LeBron type thing, where a lot of times he'll just want to stay back and be a little passive and let those guys do their thing, and then in the fourth quarter, all right, it's time for me to turn it up. And he ended up with, like I said, 13.6 assists. It's like, but that doesn't adequately describe the impact, particularly the timing of a lot of those plays that he made. Now, we mentioned Jaren. Jaren was really good too, and starting to find he's starting to find that style that he needs to be playing to be most effective. He's starting to figure out when to take those threes. He had 3 threes in the third quarter. He's starting to find out when the best time to do that, when the best time is to get inside. His ball handling and his driving to the basket has really improved. So on an offensive level, like, he's a really interesting weapon now in a way that I don't think people would have anticipated last year when they were really trying to work him inside out. He can still post up, but I think his threat is going to come more facing the basket outside the three-point line.
He can post up. His hands also.
Huge
They're
hands.
late catching the ball, like passes in traffic, 5 or 6 other hands in there, and he finds a way to grab the ball at the rim and finish. And you're right, his ability to drive past dudes. He had a dunk earlier in the game where he just went by Kaminsky, caught the ball at the top of the key, and Frank wasn't ready, and he just drives right by him for a dunk. And in that third quarter, when he got hot from 3, he was hitting threes in a variety of different ways. It wasn't just him standing in one spot in the corner, taking the 3, knocking it down. He had that 3 that came off of some sort of action, almost like a down screen without the screen actually being set. Pops up to the top of the key, gets his turns, gets his feet set, and he has a little bit of time, and he makes that shot. He had another one which was really, really good to me because it showed to me that he's understanding the offense a bit more. He's not just hanging out in one spot. He's moving around. So he's at the top of the key. Brandon Clark is at the top of the key. And I think Melton and Crowder at the top of the key. He realizes nobody's down here on the block. I need to go to the block. So he sprints down to the block. Crowder gives it to Melton, who then gives it to Clark. And Jaren's like, oh, somebody should be at the wing. And he just pops out to the wing and catches, turns, fires like a guard does. And it's nothing but the bottom of the net. That's things we're not used to seeing from somebody as big as he is. And if he is that type of player, a player who can move without the ball and get his feet set behind the arc, bigs aren't going to want to chase him around like that. They just aren't. So he's going to get a lot of open looks just because bigs can't chase him around the court. And if he can make those threes, he is a different type of weapon offensively at that position. And it could be a huge advantage for you.
No, there's no question. I mean, you have to look at it as either an advantage. It's all about how you perceive it. Some people perceive it as an advantage. Some people perceive it as a problem, and that's where you get into the issue. It goes back to when Pau Gasol was here. Like, you could look at Pau as a guy who couldn't rebound and is soft and whatever, or you could look at him as an exceptionally skilled offensive big man who could do a lot of different things. It all depends on how you look at it. But I wouldn't miss the forest for the trees. Like, you don't. There's not a lot of 6'11" dude. That spin move that he put on.
I forgot about the spin.
Was nasty. I mean, the body control that he has at 6'11" and his ability to handle the ball, and he can keep the ball low. He doesn't dribble it super high, even though he's very tall. He's able to kind of lean down, and that's hard for big guys to do. He's got all those skills, and he's still younger than Ja. You got to remember that. So I think the Grizzlies are starting to find that rhythm with him. I'm gonna say it. You don't like it, but it's how it is. Brook Lopez is the 4th best. I was looking at one defensive metric, and defensive metrics aren't great. There's issues defensively in figuring out what guys are. How you determine who's the best defense? It's just hard. It's hard. It's hard. There's so much involving with scheme and like what you're asked to do, and so bearing that and stuff in mind. But a lot of the defensive metrics continue to have Brook Lopez as one of the best defensive bigs in the league, and he's also one of the most prolific outside shooting bigs in the league. That's a really valuable player. And Jaren, as he showed last night, can do things with the ball in his hand that Lopez cannot do. Brook can drive, and they have him driving, but not like that. Not with that level of athletic ability and smoothness and body control and all that stuff. So, that is – I know you thought that's like some kind of, insult. It is not. To say you are a potentially more athletic, deluxe, better version of Brook Lopez, there's a reason why the Bucks have won 16 straight games. Yeah. There's a reason why they won 60-some-odd games last year. There's a reason why they're considered the favorites to win the Eastern Conference. And Giannis is a big part of it, obviously, but they had Giannis 2 years before. It wasn't until they got Brook where they were able to take it up a notch. I'm telling you, he's a really that's a good player.
I know Brook Lopez is a good player. I don't hate Brook Lopez.
Yeah,
I know Brook Lopez is good. He's not the sexy name. That's my whole thing. Like that is it. When it comes to and maybe this is me trying to find common ground with certain fans in the fan base who are just going to hate. But when you compare somebody like Jaren to Brook Lopez, minds immediately shut off because people don't get excited about Brook Lopez. The casual NBA fan, the needle doesn't move for them about Brook Lopez as they do for other players. And I think that can be frustrating for some who don't really know and don't really follow basketball the right way. So I was watching them last night, specifically in the third quarter, and it put me in the mind frame of like a big man Klay Thompson. Like what Klay does for the Warriors, where he's a spacer, he's a really good defender as well. I feel like Jaren can do that also with the Grizzlies, just from a much different position, which is basically to say that Jaren is really, really good, be it Brook Lopez Deluxe or bigger version of Klay Thompson. Because what we're talking about here is somebody who is extremely versatile on the offensive end for his position and for any position, and somebody with a defensive IQ. He fouled out last night, but I'm seeing some improvements from him on that end of the court with a defensive IQ and a defensive ability to be able to be a legitimate force on that end of the court also.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying in that you're really believing this or not.
I like Brook. Brook is great.
Okay.
I recognize great, Peter. Brook is great.
Okay. It sounds like you're. All right. Listen, I'll take you at your word. Fine. Take a break. I'll take you at your word. I'm not sure you truly believe that, but that's okay. That's all right. I'll take you at your word. There's a formula here. There's a and then we didn't even mention Brandon Clark.
No. Oh my gosh.
Who came back and was just like instantly productive. The 3-point shots, unbelievable, man. Guy just he's just.
I got nothing for you outside of wow.
It's just incredible.
The Grizzlies, after going through this, you brought it up last season when the Grizzlies were really struggling. After going through this drought where none of the rookies they drafted panned out. Not only not panned out, none of them made all rookie teams. Nobody was in the Rookie of the Year conversation at all. After that long drought, I forget exactly how long it was, you could have the Rookie of the Year and the Rookie of the Year runner-up on the same team. You certainly, I think, right now have 2 first-team all-rookie members on this team right now. It is crazy how well the draft worked out for them.
It's incredible, and especially when you look at how badly the draft worked out for pretty much almost everyone else. If you look at the rest of the draft, look at the rest of the top 10 outside of Ja.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, look at.
Where was White drafted? Was he top 10?
Kobe White?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 7th.
Okay.
He hasn't been that great.
I mean, he's had a moment
good.
or two.
Again, basically against the Grizzlies. That's the games that you've seen are basically the only games he's had. So yes, that's correct. Yes, those are the moments that he's had. Everything else has not been good. R.J. Barrett, rough. Everything associated with the Knicks has been rough.
That's unfortunate.
DeAndre Hunter, adequate at best. Cam Reddish, awful, absolutely awful. Jackson Hayes hasn't played very much. So
Zion is still
he's hurt. So, I mean, you can't really, that's its own separate issue. But if you look at the rest of the top 10, it's brutal. If you look at most of the lottery, it's brutal. P.J. Washington's probably the best, is the best of the bunch in that category. So the Grizzlies, in a rare stroke of extreme luck, got two of the 3 or 4 best players in the draft, and everyone else got a bunch of whammies, it would appear, early on. So things will change, but it's pretty spectacular. Grizzlies' luck was quite good in this draft. Let's take a break. We'll come back and continue here. Live from Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Come by and bring us toys. We need them. We desperately need your toys. The kids of the Mid-South need them. We want to make sure we can have happy holidays. You can share that with all the kids of the Mid-South. Come on by and see us. 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40 here at Family Leisure as we continue our Toys for Tots Radiothon. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Spend your lunch with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy on Sports 56 middays, delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 to 1 on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
If you find yourself plumb tuckered out by all the holiday shopping and whatnot this holiday season, call yourself a timeout and go get some delicious breakfast or lunch at Sunrise on Jefferson. Get away from all the hustle and bustle and settle into a perfect breakfast bowl for breakfast or an unbeatable burger for lunch. The menu at Sunrise is full of surprises, so you'll never get tired of stopping in. You'll always find something you haven't tried at Sunrise, and we guarantee it'll be just as great as everything else you've had. The holidays can be pretty exhausting, so give yourself a break by giving yourself some Sunrise.
Scott Graham here from Westwood One with a Thursday night football preview. Week 15 begins with the final Thursday night game of the season and spotlights the league's hottest team, the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens at 11-2 will play host to Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. Coming off a win over the Bills, the Ravens have now won 9 straight and clinched a playoff spot. Head coach John Harbaugh.
We know that everybody in the league will be watching. The guys know that all the players are watching. Most of the fans are watching. The reward after that is you get the weekend, you get to watch everybody else play, and you get some time to heal up and rest. It's a way better experience when you go win that Thursday night game. And that's probably why our guys are so focused, is because we really have to go to work and get ready to go try to win the game.
Ian Eagle and Tony Baselli will have all the action from Baltimore when the Ravens host the Jets on Thursday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long. Right here on Real Sports Talk. Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Dealing with battery problems? America's #1 battery destination is here to help. At AutoZone, we've got the free services to help you start even stronger in those colder temperatures. Like our free battery testing and battery charging. If you're having starting troubles, come into AutoZone. We'll test and charge your battery for free so you can drive with peace of mind in the wintertime. Getting the job done just got easier. Visit your nearest AutoZone today to learn more. Based on data from the NPD Group Incorporated, Car Care Track 12 months ending December 2018.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Pros, start with Lowe's for the brands you rely on every day, like A.O. Smith and SharkBite. Lowe's is the only place you'll find A.O. Smith Signature Series water heaters. From point of use to 100-gallon capacities, whatever size the job.
Are we getting any text messages?
Plus, the Signature Series now includes gas and electric tankless models. Make your next plumbing job easier.
Okay, can you take a picture, send them to me?
Of SharkBite push to connect fittings. Right for less.
And you got to let us know when there's a phone call. All right.
Okay.
All right, how much time we got left?
Whether you're a casual golfer or an avid golfer, let Edwin Watts Golf Shops help you fill your wish list with the season's best deals in golf, featuring special holiday offers from Callaway. Save $10 on Callaway Chrome Soft and Chrome Soft X golf balls, now $34.99 a dozen, and the new Callaway Jaws MD5 wedge for only $159.99. And while you're there, register to win free golf balls for a year. The Edwin Watts Golf Holiday Sale is at our new location in the Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai.
In today's evolving workplace, XMC understands the process of getting office work done has moved from the desktop to your pocket. The new Xerox multifunctional printers and Connect Key app technology are game changers. Are you working with confidential information? Does it need to be secure from unwanted threats? You need to translate documents to another language. Xerox's App Gallery provides solutions like secure printing and easy translator technology. XMC is the second largest exclusive Xerox agent in the U.S. with 9 locations to serve you. We've been in business for over 25 years and have received top awards from Xerox. In changing our world one experience at a time, our team's committed to doing what's right for your business. XMC is proud to be your leader in document and print management, and it'd be our pleasure to serve you. Contact XMC today at 888-814-3114 or visit our website at xmcinc.com. XMC, Excellence in Office Solutions.
Hi, it's Jamie,
30
Progressive's
seconds,
number
guys.
1, number 2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year. Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurts. This hour of the Experience is brought to you by Mid-South Power Distributors. All things diesel for over 26 years. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Guys are hot.
The Snowman. Are we just doing just regular old Christmas music here, or do we have any kind of specific?
Well, I'm
like kids' Christmas music, maybe.
Yeah, I'm tailoring it towards kids' Christmas.
Kidsmas.
Okay. And then next week we can get the trap mixes of all these kids miss songs.
The adult Christmas.
I played you the mashup, the Santa Tell Me mashup with the homie Kia.
You
didn't. My neck, my back. I didn't play that for you.
Oh no, you didn't.
Okay, yeah. That's what we need. We can't get it, but that's what we need.
No, we definitely can't get that, but we do need that. I agree. I agree with you there. Texting me at 67129, 67129. So, a lot of folks still kind of in awe of what happened last night. So, Ja should have gotten the and one. He was number 1 on ESPN Top 10 this morning. Feels great to turn on the NBA channel and listen to them talking about a Memphis Grizzly. He said, Texter says, hopefully Jaren can become a Kevin Garnett. Okay, hopefully he can become a Michael Jordan too. But let's just be honest. Let's be.
He's definitely got that potential.
Texter says Lopez is a good player, but not what you want for the 4th pick. You can't worry about that stuff. Good morning. Good morning. Our friends of the Marine Corps
have showed up, baby.
Are here and in the house. We appreciate that. Lopez, what do you like? The whole thing about the picks, like once a player is picked, he's your player. You have to find a way to make the best of his play.
Yes.
Whether that is the 4th pick, the 1st pick, the 90th pick, and they only draft 60, so the 90th is a real bad pick. So
unless you end up with Duncan Robinson, I'm pretty sure he would have been 90th.
Right. Well, whatever it is, you got to make the best of that particular player. You can't let that designation define that player for the rest of the time. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So I think that's. I understand that's the inclination, but don't do that. Don't lock a guy in like that.
It's all about the sexy Peter. And Brook Lopez again just doesn't move the
He's a good-looking
needle.
guy, though. You got to say that.
I'm not talking about appearance-wise sexy. Brook Lopez is a very beautiful man. All right, and I don't think anybody would dispute that.
All right, I'm just saying.
The other one, on the other hand, maybe not. Brooke definitely got the looks in the womb.
Yeah.
But from a style of play and what he's done in the league, while he has been a very good player, not somebody who you're tuning in. Oh, the Bucks are going to play tonight. I got to go see what Brooke Lopez is doing.
I got
it. That is where the
beauty of it. I don't care. The beauty of it. Now John Morant plays for the Grizzlies also.
Yes.
So you don't have to. You got that squared away. You're good.
And to your credit, you called him a deluxe one.
Yeah.
And you tune in to watch deluxe Brooke Lopez spin in the paint.
I would think
or
so. Or
drive by somebody to dunk or get his feet set off a down screen.
I would think so.
And launch a three. You tune in for that.
I would definitely think so.
You say Brooke Lopez, and no matter what adjective you use in front of it, people are going to turn it off. I don't like that.
I get it. I'm trying to. The beautiful thing is now that John Morant is doing what he's doing, it would be one thing if John Morant wasn't a superstar. And then you'd have to worry about where you're going to find your superstar. Where are you going to find that guy that's going to sell tickets, blah, blah, blah. You got him. Jaren doesn't have to worry about that now. Jaren just develop as Jaren's going to develop. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to worry about the pressure of being – when the Grizzlies had Powell, he had to be the guy because there was nobody. Now Ja's the guy. Mm-hmm. He's your ticket seller. He's your superstar. He's your guy that's going to get you on ESPN Sports Center. He's the whole deal. So then Jaren could just be Jaren. And that's cool. Like, that works out. The Bucks have, you got to have multiple really good players.
Yes.
Last I checked, you couldn't just have one real good player. You got to have multiple really good players that have different roles and do different things if you're going to win a championship. That's that last I heard. That's what I heard. That's the rumor on the street. Anyway.
Yes, to win one, yes, certainly.
So eventually down the line, you're going to have those roles. Well, the Grizzlies are moving in the right direction when it comes to that stuff. So that's exciting. It's tremendous stuff. We're going to talk about the University of Memphis football coaching situation when we continue on the other side. Also, John Gasaway is going to join us to talk a little college hoops, including another top 5 team losing.
Yes.
This one hitting close to home for CJ. Also, I don't know, everyone's losing. And yet some teams are also winning. So we'll talk to John about that. Come on out and see us. We are here at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, and our friends with the Marine Corps League are here and excited to see them. Always a pleasure to see them setting up now. Come on out, bring toys. We've got plenty of opportunity for you. We're going to have food. We've got great stuff out here. So please come on by and say hello to us. Say hello to them. It's going to be a fabulous day here as we're raising money and collecting toys for the kids at Mid-South Toys for Tots. This hour of Power brought to you by Mid-South Power Distributors, mid-southpower.com. That's mid-southpower.com, 3225 Mill Branch. Say hello to the great folks there when you are looking to get your diesel engine taken care of. They can do that for you. Service, parts, you name it. They've got dyno in-house to make sure that you can tell what's going on with your heavy-duty, medium-duty, light-duty, marine, agricultural engine, whatever it may be. They've got you covered. Mid-South Power Distributors, 3225 Mill Branch, mid-southpower.com. Back after this, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Seats are amazing.
We deliver tickets, team merchandise, and everything you need to get ready for the game. But what you really get when FedEx knocks on your door is so much more.
FedEx Delivery.
Game day spirit. What we deliver by delivering.
Mid-South Power Distributors is your source for all things diesel. Their newly renovated drive-in repair shop is open to the public. Whether it be your everyday driver, farm equipment, fleet vehicle, or heavy-duty truck, their ASE-certified technicians will get you back on the road. The on-site dyno is ready to run all the necessary diagnostic testing. From preventative maintenance to complete overhauls, Mid-South Power can handle it all. Stop in today at 3288 Midwatch Road. Call 901-396-0710 and online at mid-southpower.com.
Ian Eagle and Tony Baselli here from Westwood One with a Thursday night football preview. The final Thursday night game of the season has us in Baltimore for the Ravens and the New York Jets. The Ravens and their MVP favorite quarterback Lamar Jackson are on a 9-game winning streak and lead the league in scoring. Tony, they seem simply unstoppable right now.
Ian, they are playing really good football right now, and they are built to win in December and in the playoffs with that top-rated rush offense led by Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram. Right now, they have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, but they can't afford to slip up with the New York Jets coming to town. The Jets have the second best rush defense in the NFL. It'll be strength versus strength on Thursday night.
Join us for the Jets at the Ravens on Thursday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long, right here on Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
O'Reilly. Struggling with gift ideas? Who doesn't need more tools? Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get professional quality power torque tool sets on sale now starting at just $19.99. You can even order online and pick it up at your nearest O'Reilly store on your way home. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Lowe's has the supplies pros like you use most every day. And when the job demands more, we have the quantities needed for any size job at savings you can count on. Because when you buy in bulk, you'll get 30% off Owens Corning or John's Manville fiberglass bat insulation when you buy 15 or more. And get 30% off select fiberglass roll insulation when you buy 20 or more. Order at LowesForPros.com and pick up in store where our pro loaders will be ready to load you up so you can get back to the job site faster. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Valid 12/12 through 12/15 U.S. only.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Ben Swinger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 125 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Ben Swinger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Ben Swinger Glass in Midtown, located at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit their website, benswingerglass.com. Ben Swinger Glass.
Nationally ranked Navy and Kansas State will meet for the first time ever at this year's AutoZone Liberty Bowl, and you'll want to be there as well. Plus, American Idol winner, country music star Scotty McCreery will perform at halftime. It's all happening December 31st at 2:45 in the afternoon. Get your tickets today by calling the AutoZone Liberty Bowl at 795-7700. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office reminds you that fans don't let fans drive drunk.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM
Hey, Peter.
Topeka, Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ.
Also, John is on the
This
line,
hour, the
so
experience is brought to you by
John
Memphis
who?
Ace Hardware
I'll
at
put him
Quince and White Station.
John who?
Here once again,
Gasaway.
Peter and CJ.
Okay.
The most famous reindeer
Are we ready?
of all.
Not yet. Hold on.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer
Now
had
we
a
are.
very shiny nose.
Like a light bulb.
All right, guys,
And
we're hot.
if you ever saw it,
Saw it
you would even say it glowed
like a light bulb.
All of the
Yeah.
other reindeers
Well.
used to laugh and call him names.
We have
Like Pinocchio.
We have classed up the joint because now as we begin hour number 2 out here at Family Leisure, 2120 Winton Road, just north of I-40, collecting toys and cash for the great kids in Mid-South Toys for Tots. We've classed up the joint, though, because our friends from the Walter K. Singleton Marine Corps League division are here now to assist us in collecting those toys, and they're going to be here throughout the day. They are terrific folks who have served our country with distinction, and now when a lot of folks, and they'd be well within their rights to just be like, you know what, I've done my time. I served overseas. I've been in many of them active duty and those situations. I'm good to go. But nope, they're out here giving even more, doing more stuff. Just that's the kind of guys they are. So it's a thrill and an honor to be with them today and to have them with us here collecting those toys and doing the right thing. So please come on and say hello to them and say hello to us.
Yes.
We're not as cool as they are, but still
nowhere near as cool.
But still, it's nice to see them anyway. Nice to see us. We'd love to have you come out and see us here at Family Leisure, 2120 Winton Road, just north of I-40. Peter and CJ with you on a beautiful day, a little on the chilly side, but come on out and say hello.
Yeah, you can bundle up, put a jacket on, put a hoodie on, come through, bring some toys. If you don't have toys, don't have time to run to the store, bring some money so we can get the kids of the Mid-South a very merry and happy Christmas.
That's exactly right. So it is going to be a fun situation for us here, and it's even more fun because we are joined. Are we not?
Yes, we are.
Good.
Yes, we are.
'Cause I can't see our screen. I was like, I think we are, but now that you gave me a weird look, and I was like, well,
I say it with confidence.
Okay.
The way Zach has things rolling, I'm not sure.
Okay, good. All right. That's great to hear. Joining us now, I think, is our good friend from ESPN Plus, ESPN Insider, and on Twitter at John Gassaway, johngassaway.com. For my money, the only professor and analyst that we have on this program, or any program on these airwaves. He's John Gassaway, who joins us. Good morning, John. How are you?
Morning, John.
Good morning, guys. I am so relieved when you said we're going to class up the joint. I thought you were referring to me.
Heavens no, John.
I was running to get my top hat, and my mom called me.
Well, is that not now? My assumption is always that you are you are besuited for this interview. That you have,
I look like Mr. Peanut very much all the time. Yeah.
That was always my thought. Is that or Uncle Pennybags from Monopoly? You're ready to roll. Well, in however you're doing it, whatever you're doing, we're glad to have you here today because it's been a little bit since we've spoken because of the holiday. So I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you've been able to take care of all that fun stuff. And in the meantime, what we've seen, John, is one of the more, at least to me, you would know more than me, but it seems like a fairly unstable environment in college basketball. It's kind of fun. You never quite know. We're seeing top 5 teams losing left and right, unranked teams knocking off theoretically top teams all over the place. How would you describe the state of college basketball as we know it right now?
Yeah, fun and historic. My colleagues at ESPN Stats and Info inform us that assuming we get a team next week as a new number one who hasn't had the top spot yet this season, and that seems likely. It'll probably be somebody like Kansas or Ohio State, neither of whom's been number one yet. This year is the first time in the AP poll era, which started in 1948, when we will have had 5 different number one teams before January. Now,
wow.
Granted, back in the day, they started the season, like on December 20th, so that doesn't really mean that much decades ago, but it's still pretty cool. And it's been wild at the top, and it's not just a rotating cast of characters like it was last year. We also had a lot of different number one, or we had different switches at number one, but it was with the same 3 teams last year: Duke, Kansas, and Gonzaga. This year, everybody's getting a shot, and no dominant team has asserted itself yet. Last year, Virginia was dominant statistically, and they had company. So was Duke. So was North Carolina, and they were losing games anyway. So there's always chaos. This is just a different kind of chaos, and it's fun to watch. No road team has won the Big Ten yet. If that keeps going, that'll get monotonous. But,
wow.
It's a good time.
And we focus sometimes a lot on the one teams to lose, the Dukes and the Kentuckys, and Louisville recently has fallen as the number one ranked team in the nation. But the teams also in the top 10, top 5, Michigan State going down to Virginia Tech earlier this season. This week, Maryland and Michigan, those two Big Ten teams on the road going down as well. Is this good for college basketball, not having a dominant team or two at the top?
Yeah, it's. I think it provides entertainment value, and I'm not ruling out the possibility that a top team could emerge. Sometimes we're saying this in December, and by February we're like, oh yeah, this team, it's got all that. So, maybe it's Kansas, maybe it's Ohio State, maybe it's somebody that I'm not mentioning right now, but those teams look really good to me. Kansas has Udoka Oyesubuike, who is going to set a record this year for the best field goal percentage ever. That's a pretty good thing to have. And then Devin Dotson and a bunch of great wings, including Marcus Garrett, who can defend anyone doing anything. So that's a good team, and that could emerge as a quote unquote dominant team. and Ohio State, they haven't lost yet, so that speaks pretty well of them. But in the meantime, you're right, absolutely. We don't have that clear number one yet, and it's fun. Anybody can lose if they go on the road.
Well, and you're seeing it. We've talked about this before. Well, I think it's so good because we've got like another one of those true road games this weekend of much interest around here. It's a shame that we won't see James Wiseman, Lester Quinones, but the Tigers and the Vols. And I love the fact that these are, at least for last year and this year, true road games. Last year here, this year in Knoxville. Next year it'll be a neutral site game in Nashville. But I love the idea, John, that these are two ranked teams going at it in a true atmosphere. We just don't see that enough in the regular season, but when it happens, it's great.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see. You said it's going to be neutral site next year.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see. Sometimes, and especially when you do that in a geographically good spot like Nashville, sometimes that can actually work out great if the crowd is split 50-50, and if beer is being sold most crucially. Just to pick an obscure and kind of off map example, but Illinois and Missouri have been playing each other a couple days before Christmas forever in St. Louis. A couple days before Christmas, beer is sold. The crowd is exactly split 50-50, and is a fantastic atmosphere in what is nominally a neutral site. So the geography of the neutral site is key, and maybe that'll be cool next year. But in the meantime, true road games are a great gauge of what you've got with a young team like Memphis. And they've been, Wiseman Schmeisman, he's gone. So let's see what they can do. They've been playing great interior defense. I've been impressed. The only exception to that rule is absolutely horrible defensive rebounding. Oregon got it done on the offensive boards. That happened to be the game that the Tigers lost, but so did Bradley and Ole Miss. And that's kind of ominous. Tennessee isn't historically great at offensive rebounding, but they're good, and that'll definitely be something to watch this weekend.
How important are these non-conference rivalry games for the sport? You brought up Illinois, Missouri, there's Memphis, Tennessee, and there's talk that rivalry might not continue past next year. Xavier, Cincinnati, how important are these rivalries early in the season for the sport?
Yeah, Kentucky, Louisville. Not every good natural rivalry is contained within a conference structure, particularly now, where conferences are a little less geographically defined than they were 20 years ago. So I'm all for it. It's a weird system that we have in college basketball where teams make their own schedules for a third of the games. And if we can nudge, cajole, encourage, guide those teams to go ahead and play that challenging opponent who's a great natural rival instead of little sisters of the poor, is just better entertainment. And I am all for that. Unfortunately, it gets wrapped up with, coaches and their agendas. Kansas, Missouri, obviously, is a great natural rivalry that apparently will be resurrected. But I mean, those programs, hate each other, which is the prerequisite for a really good game. And that's just what we want to see during the non-conference instead of boring games. And ideally, we've got a selection process that doesn't ding you for losing a tough game. And in year 2 of the net rankings, it appears that we've indeed crossed that threshold. So let's do it.
What have you thought, John, in watching Memphis, the Memphis-Tennessee game, two teams that have kind of, I don't know, in some ways been a little bit as we expected and a little bit surprising. Memphis, obviously, without Wiseman in particular, and then Quinones, the game against UAB over the weekend, just an awful first half, awful start, and came back and played much better to end up winning, as you mentioned, on the road. Not easy to do, as we're seeing in college basketball, no matter where that happens to be. Tennessee, obviously, some high-profile losses to the draft, and having to kind of reshape the team a little bit, even though there's some excellent talent still in Knoxville. And they've done so. Maybe not a shock given Rick Barnes' pedigree, but so be it. How do you see this matchup playing out on the court, given what these two teams have to work with?
Well, this is the toughest test that Tennessee would have received from a Memphis team in years, and I realize that the Volunteers have lost some very big names from last year, but they're good. Obviously, they're going to compete in the SEC, and they're playing at home. Meanwhile, Memphis, I think that we lose sight of the facts because Wiseman is not there, but they're having a good year, and they're having a good year even if Wiseman were there and Memphis, were 8-1. That would be pretty good, even with a fully stocked Memphis team. So this is the best Tiger performance we've seen in a good long while, and they've got what it takes to win on Saturday, and Tennessee is going to have to bring it. The only reservation I have with no Wiseman Memphis, I mentioned the great interior defense, and that's nice. I'm just still a little unclear on how the Tigers plan to win. What's their plan for taking the next step? Is it offense? Is it scoring in the paint? Is it just shut down defense? They turn the ball over and do rim defense both. If they could get this defensive rebounding squared away, you're looking at really, really good defense. I think they're still sorting it out, and this is obviously a big test on the way to getting that final plan ready to go.
Tennessee last played, days ago? I think it'll be 10 days before they actually step on the court and play against Memphis when it's all said and done. What does having a layoff like that do for you as a program? How does that work to Barnes' advantage or disadvantage?
Yeah, if they come out lethargic in the first two TV timeout windows, then Barnes stomps around and says, you guys have fallen asleep in the interim. But I think it's actually a good thing. The game that they played, what will have been 10 days ago, was a home game. I'm sure they've been busily taking finals. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure they're doing lots of stuff, but they haven't been traveling and they haven't played. And, as we learn more about things like sleep and rest, those are important things. And I've done some particular work on the lag between your last conference tournament game and your first NCAA tournament game. And a little bit contrary to what we worry about every March, a long lag certainly doesn't hurt, and it might even help. So Tennessee could be rested and ready to go. But if they look bad, the synonym for rested and ready to go is rusty, and we'll say they look rusty.
They could well be. We will see what happens. In the meantime, you could add another list, another name to the high profile team losing list. Michigan is having one wild first 6 weeks or so of the season, from nowhere to everywhere, back now losing again when they get to the top. It's been how do we even start defining how Michigan has looked and what they're doing in these sorts of things?
Yeah, Michigan is better than we thought they would be. They lost to Louisville was number one at the time.
They were.
So they lost a true road game to the number one team in the nation, and then they lost another true road game in the Big Ten. That happens. Illinois was blown out by Arizona, but other than that, they could easily be a one-loss team at this point. So not a lot of shame there. They're good. They were cold on threes against Illinois, but Illinois actually was even colder. Michigan actually outscored the Illini from beyond the arc. But this is a good team. It's a veteran Wolverine team. They've got guys who have been around the block. Xavier Simpson is some kind of freak of basketball nature because he's smart. If anybody saw that Illinois game, he was blowing up offensive sets that Illinois was trying to run left and right, including plays out of timeout, just because Simpson paid attention to the scouting report. Really bright guy, great on defense. And oh, by the way, He has the best hook shot in college basketball.
Yes.
he's like 6 feet tall. I love watching that guy play, and he's got great teammates as well. People ding Michigan saying, "Oh, you can't keep shooting threes the way you did at Atlantis," and that's basically true. But Isaiah Livers is a really good 3-point shooter for his entire career. So they got a lot of moving parts, and I like what I've seen from the Wolverines. Don't write them off just because they've lost 2 of the last 3.
Thank goodness things get easier for Michigan when they go play Wake, checks, and notes. No, it actually doesn't. Don't they got Oregon? They got Oregon on Saturday, don't they, John? What?
They do. It's at home, though.
It's at home. Okay.
They'll benefit. Yeah. They're, speaking of, this is just like their second home game in like a month. They beat up on Iowa at home, but it's been a while. So yeah, that'll be. It's a good weekend. This week. People are griping about the week, the finals week, but a lot of good games. My gosh, Gonzaga, Arizona, a lot going on this weekend.
Well, and then this is kind of the time of year when I start to bring folks in, and you have a knack for looking at the larger picture on this thing, and so I think it's important for people.
Thank you, Peter. I try.
I mean, it's true, and perspective is vital in this sort of thing, because the truth is that we have a very small sample size in the scheme of life on all these teams, and so at what point, John, should you panic about your team? At what stage, if you are worried for whatever reason, or if you perhaps on the other side are, perhaps excited, and irrationally so,
like me.
At what point should you be either panicking or truly exuberant about your team?
Well, bringing this back to Tennessee, Memphis, the Volunteers haven't played or will not have played in 10 days. The last team they played was Florida A&M. You should panic if you're a Rattlers fan. It turns out that they are in a bad way, and
okay. All right.
they shoot more 2-point jumpers than any other team in Division I. So it is panic time.
Okay.
At Florida A&M.
Rattlers fans out there, guys, I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you Rattlers.
Their band is still good, though.
They win the fifth quarter.
Yes, they do.
In basketball. Do we do fifth quarter in basketball?
No, we don't.
We should.
It's only football. Yes, we should.
Maybe we should.
But other than that, it's a little early to panic, and you do need to see what your team can do, home, road, and neutral, and most teams at this point don't have that kind of experience across the board, especially if they happen to have not played in a holiday tournament. Obviously, we know more about some teams than others. If they went to places like Maui and Atlantis, those are good tests, and we like to see those. And I did a piece a couple of weeks ago that pointed out that actually winning one of those is a really good sign and has panned out well historically. But assuming you didn't win a holiday tournament, it's early to hit the panic button, and you do have to wait and see what you can do against a quality opponent, building in the factor of whether you're playing them at home or on the road. The only caveat I'll apply here is, this business we have of saying it's early. It goes from early to not early really fast in college basketball, and we've already played roughly a fourth of the games we're going to see, period. So unless you're a team like, for instance, Indiana, that played a series of cupcakes at home and then suddenly got Florida State and looked great, unless you're in that kind of a weird box, we are going to know about you really soon, and it will be time to panic if you've got a bad record very soon here coming up.
So the likes of Fred Hoiberg at Nebraska with some ugly losses on the slate. Buzz Williams, it's been kind of okay. I don't know that the expectations were huge there. Same thing with Nate Oates at Alabama, perhaps. But some of these new coaches that have switched teams, and in the case of Hoiberg, rather high profile. Is it too soon to start drawing a conclusion or two to say that this may be a little harder than we thought?
Well, I think that again, big picture wise, what tends to happen with a situation like what Hoiberg has is that they will win a couple or even 3 home games in the Big Ten, and chances are, 1 or 2 of those will be against a really good team, just because the Big Ten has a lot of really good teams. So then everybody will say, they're turning the corner, and they could well be. So, I'm not even writing them off. I'm writing them off from being in the NCAA tournament, but they can make progress. Heck, Rutgers beat Wisconsin the year that Wisconsin almost won the national championship in 2015. Granted, they didn't have Kaminsky, but I mean, those kind of things happen in conference play, and that will happen to Hoiberg too. Even though, yes, it's time for Cornhusker fans to panic. Although long term, they've got a great coach and he'll do fine. It just happens that the cupboard is empty. But it can be a tough transition, yeah. And I trust that these first-year coaches will get the job done in the statistically normal number of cases. And in the case of Juwan Howard, when you get three veterans like he's got to build around, you can get it done right away in the first year.
It certainly helps. There have been some good ones, though. I mean, I think Aaron McKee's doing a nice job at Temple. And I think, Ron Hunter at Tulane, we're doing in the AAC Outlook. I think he's done a nice job to start things off down at Tulane. There's some nice things to
Ron Big Game Hunter.
Oh yeah,
big game.
Oh man, how can you not love Ron Hunter? Just fantastic. One of the great pratfalls in basketball history. Still, with his son hitting a three and falling out of the stool is wonderful, wonderful stuff. Great comedy right there. John Gassaway, always a pleasure, sir. Appreciate your time. Look forward to talking to you next week, and many thanks.
Sounds good. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, John. Is John Gassaway joining us as he does every Thursday at John Gassaway on Twitter, johngassaway.com. Check out John's work on ESPN, ESPN Plus. He is terrific. He is John Gassaway. We'll take a break. We'll come back and continue here on The Experience. We're live right here. Beautiful Family Leisure. The Family Leisure Studios are at Family Leisure today. 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40, as we are trying to collect as many toys as we can for the kids of the Mid-South. We want to give everyone a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas. Please come on out and see us and help us do just that as we continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
It's a winter wonderland at Envy Nail Bar, and if you're looking to host a party during the holidays, I know just the perfect spot for you. Envy Nail Bar has the most beautiful private room that awaits you. Feel pampered and spoiled with their complimentary full premium adult beverage bar. Sit back and get a full body massage with your Petty Mani. I'm loving it. And don't forget your holiday gift cards. Everyone would love their Petty Mani. When you buy a gift card, you get a bonus gift card. Call Salon for details. Envy Nail Bar, corner of Poplar and Perkins.
Whether you're a casual golfer or an avid golfer, let Edwin Watts Golf Shops help you fill your wish list with the season's best deals in golf. Featuring special holiday offers from TaylorMade. Save $5 on TaylorMade TP5 and TP5X golf balls, now only $39.99. And featuring the new TaylorMade Mill Grind 2 wedges for $169.99. And while you're there, register to win free golf balls for a year. The Edwin Watts Golf Shops holiday sale is at our new location in the Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
Base is loaded here at the top of the ninth. And the pitch. And it's out of here!
We deliver baseball caps, mitts, and everything you need to get ready for the game. But what you really get when FedEx knocks on your door is so much more.
FedEx Delivery.
Game day spirit. What we deliver by delivering.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
In today's evolving workplace,
Peter,
XMC
CJ, anyone
understands
there?
the process of getting office work done has moved from the desktop to your pocket. The new Xerox multifunctional printers and Connect Key app technology are game changers. Are you working with confidential information?
Peter,
Does it need
CJ?
to be secure from unwanted threats? Do you need to translate documents to another language? Xerox's App Gallery provides
Holla at
solutions
me.
like secure printing and easy translator technology.
CJ, you there?
XMC
Yes, sir.
is the second largest
Got 30
exclusive
seconds.
Xerox
All right.
agent in the
Hey,
US
do we got
with
any
9
more texts?
locations to serve you. We've been in business for
I
over 25
do,
years
but
and have
you
received top
pretty much
awards
addressed
from
it.
Xerox.
Okay.
In changing
Okay.
our world one experience at a time,
Okay.
our team's committed to doing what's right for your business. XMC is proud to be your leader in document and print management, and it'd be our pleasure to serve you. Contact XMC today at 888-814-3114 or visit our website at xmcinc.com. XMC, Excellence in Office Solutions.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurts. This hour of the experience is brought to you by East Memphis Ace Hardware at Quincy White Station. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
You guys are hot.
Felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. You did well on the Papa shot. CJ with a Papa shot during the break. Although, if we'd kept going, you would have been still shooting.
How do they shoot? How do they?
It's got that's a 3-stage shooting system. I don't know. We're just gonna stick with that first stage.
From like 3 feet away, and my arms are killing me right now.
Yeah,
and I'm
But
exhausted.
you did well though.
Thank you.
I look forward to see if I can match your total in the next break.
Okay,
We'll see what I can do.
let's get it.
I don't know.
You
We'll
say
see.
you're a shooter? I'm not a shooter, so you should be able to get that.
Yeah, I don't, this is, like I said, this is a weird. It's a weird shot. Like, what is it? Like 8 feet or something? Like 5 feet, 6 feet? I don't know.
It is.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, it is a lot of.
It's one of those like floaters, like that floater.
Brandon
distance.
Clark.
Yeah,
It
Brandon
is
Clark would be
Brandon
amazing
Clark.
at this.
Brandon Clark would kill this game.
Oh, it would be unbelievable at this game. All right, so we're back doing our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Family leisure.
Mm-hmm.
Toys for tots.
Yeah.
Raising money, collecting toys. That's what we do. Come on out and see us. Say hello. We got the boxes set up. Marine Corps League. They are set up inside this year. So just so you know, we also have some stuff outside too. For those of you that just need to drop something off, you want to come inside and say hello. And again, you're going to want to come inside too because we will have food here in probably around lunchtime, around 11:30, somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll start getting food out here. Moe's Southwest Grill is going to have the taco bar out here. Also East Coast Wings. So thank you to them for that, and we'll be able to provide you some food. So if you want to come out that time, that's a good time to come out. Tim Howard's going to be out here 11 o'clock as well to join us. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, that being said, CJ, we talked about the Ferris wheel.
Yes.
Well, so now it kind of seems as though, based on if I'm just reading the tea leaves, and I say this with absolutely no
reckless,
just no backing behind it whatsoever.
I love it.
But it seems to me that it's Ryan Silverfield and Barry Odom are the two names that are going at it head to head for the Tiger job. Chip Long, an interesting situation yesterday where he was let go at Notre Dame. I guess they reached some kind of an agreement whereby he was not going to coach. It sounds like a sort of a gentle dismissal of some sort, but with perhaps something in mind. But normally you do that after something is set up. Yeah. So it was a weird deal. Perhaps he's coming in as a part of Ryan Silverfield's group, or maybe Barry Odom's group. I don't know. Maybe
could he follow Fuente? Go to Florida State?
Could he follow Fuente?
Yeah.
Go to Florida State?
Yeah.
Norvell?
Him also.
It's like
Fuente or Norvell. Somebody's at Florida State.
Going to Florida State? I was very confused for a second. Is he
my fault? What? Yeah, follow Norvell to Florida State.
No, but Adam Fuller is following Norvell to Florida State. It would appear. Adam Fuller, the defensive coordinator this year, first year defensive coordinator, did a really good job. Was credited with a lot of the positive things that the Tigers defensively were able to put together, and he heads down to Tallahassee with Mike Norvell, which means the Tigers will be without their offensive and defensive play callers for the Cotton Bowl. That kind of sucks.
Yes, very much so.
But that's the nature of Group of Five heading into that situation. You very rarely do they get a full crack at somebody without some kind of distraction or issue or some kind of thing to back down. So the Tigers, it'll be whoever comes in is going to have a lot of work to do. They Fuller did a really good job.
Yes. Yeah, that was a defense that was very much bend, don't break, get turnovers, and hope the offense could score enough points to beat you. And I think that's why, while they had success getting division championships, when time came to play Central Florida, you just couldn't score enough points to knock them off. And you saw this past season like it was that long ago, but just last week in that championship game,
this past season,
that defense gave up, 24, 25 points, something like that. So he did a really nice job for them.
Yeah, and that was an area, where Memphis had a lot of concerns for a long time, and he shored that up. So next year will be fascinating to see. So we've talked about it before. Of the two, to me, it's I get apparently there's some strong booster support for Barry Odom, but I think there's got to be some. I worry about a defensive guy coming in as the head coach in this conference with this team, especially with the style that has kind of developed. I'm not saying that the coach whoever comes in has to do what Norvell did. I don't think that's necessarily the case. But I do think that it's a lot easier to sell those tickets to a fan base that hasn't always come out in droves when you've got a up-tempo, high-powered offensive team. If you come in and you're going to lock it down a little bit, you're going to that's all well and good. And winning is ultimately what gets it done. But winning with a little style doesn't hurt either.
Not at all. And of the two, I would lean more towards Silverfield for the reasons that you just said. It is easier not only to sell fans on the program, but to get those skill players to come through and to sell the talent that you need on the program when you have an offense that is as wide open and that everybody is getting a chance to touch the ball and make a play a couple of times a game. It is easier for you to go out there and get the talent to be explosive and to be able to out-explode teams and put up big chunk yard plays. We saw that this year. We've seen it since Coach Norvell has been there. You just look at the players, the skill players, especially who he sent to the NFL, the 2-stars, the 3-stars, the walk-ons that he recruited in here and got them developed and then sent them to the NFL in this system. So of the two, I would be more on Silverfield's side for the reasons that you said.
When do you think it goes down?
When? Recklessly speculating here.
Yeah, I mean that's clear.
I would think after maybe January 2nd.
It's got to be soon. You got recruiting, right? I mean, wouldn't you have to knock it out quickly?
That is.
You got that early signing period. I don't think you could possibly wait that long.
How important is that for a program like Memphis?
Vital. They got a great recruiting class.
Are they ready to sign? Like, that's the thing. I don't know of how many of these recruits are ready to sign in the early recruiting period. If it's a lot and you're trying to keep it together, I've seen people bring that up, that you want to keep this recruiting class intact, then yeah, you would think you would have to go really soon. But I still feel like this is like Silverfield's almost like tryout type situation where it might not be, hey, how do they perform in the Cotton Bowl? Do they win that game or what? It might be, how do they look in practice? How is he at working with support staff and that sort of thing? And so they might want to see, just wait a while and maybe before the bowl game make the announcement, maybe 23rd, 22nd. Is that next week?
No, next week?
2 weeks. 2 weeks from now.
I don't. To me, I don't know what would. If it is indeed down to Silverfield and Barry Odom, let's say, and those are the only two names I've seriously heard. Mm-hmm. Chip Long is like involved, like is somehow in the mix, but I don't think like in that sense. I don't know why you would wait. I don't know what Ryan Silverfield would have to prove to you in what would change in the way that he coached this game as opposed to anything else that would change your mind. You've seen the guy. You know what he's all about. You've had him here. He comes endorsed by a lot of the existing players and former players, and all that stuff is all good. That all works for him. I don't think there's anything that you would see in the open tryout that would change or that should change the way that you approach it. Either you like him as a candidate and you believe in him, and then you go ahead and lock him up, or you don't. And if you don't, then you go somewhere else. But like, I think that would be foolish to look. What if you really like the way that the guy coaches? What if you really like the way that everything works out, and you're holding it off, and then for whatever reason in the bowl game the Tigers just get waxed? Like, well, then now it becomes, well, you've hired him, but some fans are, kind of wondering, wow, why'd you keep this guy that they got? It would be very simple for them to lose. They lots of reasons why the team might not be at full strength for any number of reasons. So, I don't get it, and I don't see the point in waiting any more than you have to. Obviously, you need to do your due diligence to make sure that you've got the right candidate. So, whatever interview process you need to undergo, no problem. Whatever the hoops you have to jump through with the boards of trustees and all the administrative folks that need, cool, but I can't see, and I don't see any point, especially with early signing period being what it is, I don't see any point in waiting a second longer than you absolutely need to. You see all these other teams; they got it done ASAP. Like let's get it going. Let's knock it out.
Dominions of the world.
There's no you don't wait. You get boom. I mean, Florida Atlantic's about to hire Willie Taggart. I'm just a circle of life. It's weird, but just knock it out. Knock it out. So let's go.
I'm sorry.
Hakuna Matata.
Circle of life.
That's right. So I mean, there's, to me, it's do it. Like, get it done. Knock it out.
Yeah, I get it.
If you believe the folks too, there was one reporter in Tallahassee who said he had heard that like Barry Odom was the name, and then if Barry Odom goes, then Silverfield's going to follow to Florida State if he's not hired. Again, that would make sense.
Yeah,
based on his relationship with Norvell.
What's your friend's friend down in Tallahassee who's a lawyer who's connected saying?
Right.
Is he saying anything about this?
I hadn't heard anything from him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think he's just taking a victory lap after being right about this whole thing. So
we'll just ask him what's going on with Silverfield because he knows things.
Okay.
He's in the loop.
All right. I'll see if I can get that the friend to tell his friend and tell his friend to get the thing. Yeah. We'll see. We'll start that work. We'll start the process.
Yes. Okay. Good.
That would be, that information is crucial. So anyway, I think it needs to be done. Do you think it needs to be done? 67129 on the First Bank text line. Feel free to shoot us a text on that, 67129. A reminder, the Home for the Holidays event is going on right now at sports56whpq.com. Your chance to win your entire year, this coming year, have all of your mortgage payments, rent payments done for you. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that free up a little money each month to go and do whatever it is that you need to do with it? Well, we can help make that happen if you are fortunate enough to be a winner. The only way you win is by jumping on to sports56whpq.com and checking it out there, the Home for Holidays event that's going on right now. We'll take a break. We'll come back here from the Family Leisure Studios at Family Leisure itself, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Please stop by on your way to work, on your way home from work, on your way around. Drop off toys. We need toys. We need checks. We need cash. We need all that to help the toys or to help the kids in the Mid-South to have a very Merry Christmas indeed. Check it out. It is all of us. We're just trying our best here to have a lot of fun at Family Leisure to make a little happier Christmas for a lot of folks out there. We'll do that as we continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 961, 87.7.
Sports 56 now has 2 FM homes. You can now find Real Sports Talk on 96.1 as well as 87.7 on your FM dial.
Hi, this is John Conway with Conway Services. When was the last time you had your heating system tuned up? Did you know your heating system can lose up to 5% efficiency every year it skips a tune-up? Why compromise your family's comfort? Good news, it's heating system tune-up time at Conway Services. Schedule your heating system tune-up today for just $57. Not only will you save big, but we'll also include a Google Home Mini absolutely free while supplies last. That's right, get Conway Services 16-point Energy Saver Super Tune-up on your heating system for only $57 and get a Google Home Mini absolutely free. The experts at Conway Services will make sure your heating system is ready for those cold winter nights, all for only $57. And we'll include a Google Home Mini absolutely free. Why trust your comfort to anyone else? Stay warm and stay connected. So call Conway Services, the Mid-South's premier heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric service company at 384-3511. That's 384-3511.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
Campbell Clinic now offers daytime walk-in care, and you don't need an appointment. If you've got any kind of urgent break, sprain, strain, you can walk into any of their 5 convenient locations Monday through Friday from 8 until 4. There's no long wait you have to put up with the ER, and those doctors are really good, but they're not orthopedists. They're not world-renowned orthopedists who have come up with different procedures and written the manuals for them that are used everywhere in the world, and I'm not kidding you. And you can now see those doctors who treat the Tigers, the Grizzlies, the Redbirds. You can see them today without an appointment. And I'm talking Collierville, Germantown, South Haven, downtown at the Med Center, or even the Campbell Clinic Spine Center in Cordova. Now, if you've got something pressing, you got to go to work, and you can bear the pain until the evening, there's Campbell Clinic After Hours. That's Monday through Thursday from 5 to 8 in Germantown, South Haven, even Saturday morning in Germantown. If you're injured, don't wait. Visit Campbell Clinic Walk-In Care or Campbell Clinic After Hours.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai.
Third and Court couldn't settle for just being the perfect throwback diner with a modern twist. Now you have to go downstairs from Third and Court and visit the Underground Lounge, a bar straight out of the 50s, but like Third and Court with a modern twist. Nick the mixologist has created a menu of signature cocktails you literally can't find anywhere else. Check out the laid-back atmosphere, the live music, the cool vibe, and the original drinks that can only be found at the Underground Lounge downstairs from Third and Court. Yet another great addition to downtown Memphis.
It's hot outside, and James Davis Men's Store is filled with new deliveries that are on fire to match the fall heat. The selection of 5-pocket pants in every fabric and fit is out of control. They have denim, cotton twill, brushed cotton, and wrinkle-free travel wool. And everyone with that two-way stretch that moves with you no matter what you're doing. The brand new stamped cotton shirt fabrics for fall are in. I dare you to try one. 3 measurements, 9 days. They start at $98. Perfect fit. If you're tired of being the worst dressed at the pregame party, let James Davis fit you now with a perfect fit, custom made to measure showstopper coat. It starts at $695, and James Davis still has the Paul Batenley suit deal. 2 incredible suits for $795. Wedding parties, don't rent tuxedos.
Wait, is that Santa?
Fit classic or trim fit that someone can wear again. James Davis Men's Store in the Laurel Shopping Center. Always incredible service, same day alteration, and the home of the perfect fit.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurts. This hour of the Experience is brought to you by East Memphis Ace Hardware at Quince and White Station. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
You guys are hot.
Well, this song is very appropriate right here.
Santa Claus is here, baby.
He's supposed to be working. I don't know. I can't believe he got out here. It's incredible. He's supposed to be working in the North Pole right now, making toys, but he is taking a little break from all the hard work to come out here and say hello. So if you come out, you could see Santa himself. The Santa.
The Santa.
The Santa. The Kris Kringle. Père Noël. Marine Santa. He's
Marita?
No.
Okay, Marine Santa.
Good
Then.
Lord.
All right.
Marine Santa. Just Where did Santa go to boot camp? Did he?
He had to be North Pole.
Is it North Pole? Do they have a boot camp in North Pole? Does he have a drill sergeant? Does he have? How does that work? I got to figure this out.
Okay.
Santa out there, doing pull-ups and because Santa notoriously has that bowl full of belly like a bowl full of jelly. That is not in keeping with the Marine tradition.
No.
You got to go through a lot of calisthenics to be a Marine.
Mm-hmm.
That's muscle, Peter.
I mean, Santa's no doubt very powerful.
Yes.
Very strong.
All those toys he's got to carry up and down the chimney.
Imagine that bag.
Climbing up the chimney?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried climbing up a chimney? Peter, let me tell you, it's not
Normally
easy.
he goes down the chimney. I guess he has to go back up.
Yeah, he's got to go back up. How does he get back out?
It was like spider crawl? That's a lot, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
His deltoids is swole like big good old Max.
He got... Well, no way he's that swole.
Santa knees are A1 right now.
Oh. Sure. Does he have calves like me, though, is the question. Does Santa have calves? I don't know if he does. I don't think so.
Peter, your calves are gorgeous, man. I don't
think
know.
so. I don't think he does.
I'm sure his calves are strong, but not as beautiful as yours, man.
What was the score of our Papa Shot, CJ?
73-62. You won. Didn't I sit down and tell you I'm not a shooter?
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
That's not me,
you
man.
Did. But that was good. It was good. That's a good, solid performance, I think. A lot of high-scoring event.
Yes.
High scoring from everyone.
Yes, I'm surprised I made that many. I wasn't allowed to shoot in high school. Do we have time for a story?
We call that the Antonio Burks. But
sophomore year, because of football players weren't there yet, and so coaches drawing the play up and really excited about it. And he's like, "Yo, when we get into the games, it'll be this person or that person or that person or this person in this position right here, top of the key. Game over. We're gonna make a plays. We're gonna get bucket." He looked around the room. He looked me in my eye, sighed, shook his head, closed his eyes. But for now, we got CJ. Don't throw CJ the ball here. If you throw CJ the ball here, I'm taking you out the game. If you look like you want to throw CJ the ball here, I'm taking you out the game. CJ, if you look like you want the ball here or you call for the ball here, I am taking you out the game. And that was my high school career, man.
What did that do for your confidence?
I was like, okay, I see what you're saying. I see, because in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch this ball and shoot. Forget a pass. Forget that. I'm shooting it. It's like, no, don't give him the ball. Don't do it. I was like, okay, I see your point, coach. I get it. It made me more of a realist. Like, yeah, you're right.
Made you more of a realist.
Yes.
But you're a kid, man. You're still a kid. That's tough.
Yeah, it was tough. It was very much tough to hear. It was very much tough to get that real. But Peter, you're talking to a dude who was clinking balls off backboards and still shooting. Like, I had that Mamba mentality, baby. Just let it fly. So what if you missed 20?
I guess you did. You probably did need to hear that.
Yo, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad somebody talked some sense into you. You did. You did better than expected though on the Papa Shot.
Yeah.
Based on that story, certainly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Surprise.
CJ.
Yo.
Hey, you miss 100 shots. Those that you don't take.
Yeah. You miss 100 shots. Those you don't take, Peter.
You miss 100.
You miss 100.
That's the old saying. Everyone's heard that one. You miss 100 shots, those that you don't take.
I need a board, man.
You miss 100 shots, those you don't take.
I'm addicted to writing on the board during the show.
Let's call it like it is, guys. Let's call it like it is. You miss 100 shots, those you don't take.
Yes.
That's life.
Yes.
Somebody put that on, stitch that on a pillow and put that on your couch.
Right next to the Live, Laugh, Love pillow.
100 shots, those you don't take.
Yes.
That's It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous, man. And I was willing to miss all 100 shots.
67129 on that First Bank text line if you want to join us. Also, our friends at East Memphis Ace Hardware bringing this portion of the program. It is it's a real thrill to go over there. Check it out because they've got some really great deals going on right now. The hot deals are always popping over at Ace Hardware. Jarrett and Philip Carter have been running Ace Hardware over there now for a few months and have completely overhauled so much of customer service and management. It's just it's been a fresh start, and they've done some wonderful things. So if you haven't been over there in a little while, go see them. It's nice to have a neighborhood hardware store that really gets it, and not just about selling the stuff, but it's about helping you be able to finish your project, whatever your project is that you're working on. And I think all of us probably, if you got a house, chances are you've got a project of some kind that you need to work on, whether it's upgrading this or finishing this or fixing some little area that needs to be fixed, cleaning up a little area that needs to be cleaned up. It's all there for you, and they can help you with that. Not just sell you the tool or the part or whatever it is that you need, but also explain and help you use it the right way. Because if you're anything like me, you may not even know the name of the thing that you're looking for, but you know kind of what it is. Hey, it's the little thing that goes on the door when you start the thing. You know that thing? Mm-hmm. They know what the thing is. Or the little deal that goes in your sink whenever you have they got that thing.
Yep.
So just go, and they'll walk you through the whole thing over at East Memphis Ace Hardware, Quince and White Station, right behind Billy Hardwick's, right behind Three Little Pigs. Go see them over there today. Good folks over at East Memphis Ace Hardware. By the way, did you check the I know you're a huge golf fan.
Very much so, yes.
We've talked about that before.
Yes, we have.
And you love golf.
Now, very much so with all
So
my heart.
obviously, what happened at the President's Cup? What do you think?
Oh, what do I think happened?
Yeah. I mean, you know what happened because you watched it.
Yeah, very much.
Being a golf fan.
I watched it, and I know
what's your
exactly what happened.
reaction
It was
to the
crazy
things
what
that happened?
The way that they were able to get out there and stroke it was something
Who was
I
stroking
was
it?
not able to comprehend when it was happening.
Who was out there stroking
The strokage was real and was powerful. They were stroking it long, short. It was insane. It was amazing to see the President's Cup get off to a start that way, and I just hope that continues because that was very, very entertaining, very interesting.
What was so interesting about it?
The overall length was, and the ability to keep it straight without hooking it. Some hooked on 9. There were a lot of hooks, but for the most part, able to keep it straight down the middle.
What's the score though?
The score? Mm-hmm. Man, everybody knows the score, Peter. I don't think I need to say that. We don't have a lot of time. You want this top-notch insight, not what everybody already knows. Everybody already knows the score, Peter. What they don't know is how it curves off the end.
Which player? Which player with the curve? Which was the most impressive curvature of the stroke?
Honestly,
I want your honest opinion.
I would say Rory with the curvature of the stroke. Yep.
Rory?
His stroke and the curve of it is amazing.
Where was he playing? Because it wasn't in this event. He's not in this event. So
he's not.
He must have been doing something else.
I must have misspoke.
Was he probably?
I very much misspoke.
Did you mean
Sergio was out there stroking and curving also?
Also,
yes.
yeah, not
part
of the event.
I'm misspeaking,
again,
Peter. I'm just misspeaking.
Maybe you're thinking of CT Pan. That was probably what you meant.
That is exactly who I was thinking.
Very similar.
Rory, CT Pan, I see them, the way they play, their games, their style, the way they swing and stroke is amazing. They're very similar.
I'm particularly surprised that you're not mentioning your boy Anser.
Anser was out there doing the damn thing.
He won his match.
Yes. I mean, you say he won like you're surprised that
he beat Dustin Johnson and Gary Woodland. Anser by himself.
Abraham Anser is amazing.
He had a little help from Louis Oosthuizen, but the international team up 4-1 on the American team. This is the first time in 14 years that the internationals have even won one event in one round of event, have been up at all in this event. They've never even been up. They haven't won in years, and it was very bad. Tiger Woods played as the captain, and he was the only guy that won. His team, he and Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas was asked what was working for him today, and he said Tiger, which is the correct answer because Tiger played great, and everyone else played terrible. Tiger was an excellent player and a bad captain, so that's how it works. We'll see what happens later on today with the with day 2, but thus far not great down in Australia for the United States. We'll take a break. We'll come back, but obviously you knew that from CJ's discussion right there. We got a little youngster on Santa's lap here. This is what it's all about right here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7. Come see us.
I was just trying to name European golfers.
That was great. Who wants to go see some lights?
Funny thing about the holidays is nothing flies by faster.
Hey guys, want to build a snowman? Yay! Ready to open presents? Yay! Excited for New Year's? Woo-hoo! Who's ready to go back to school?
Well, actually, the Lexus December to Remember sales event also goes by fast. That's because for a very limited time, you'll find some of our best offers on our most popular models. But don't wait. Offers end January 2nd. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Lexus of Memphis.
Memphis, it's official. Crab King Seafood is where it's at. For the most flavored seafood and biggest plates, run to a Crab King's near you. Visit our Bartlett Cordova location at 7140 Stage Road or our East Memphis location at 5992 Knight Arnold Road. Starting this week, get 3 juicy snow crabs, 17 shrimps, 2 whole sausages, 2 corn, 2 eggs, and a large side of potatoes for only $43.99. That's right, $43.99. The price, the portions, the service is why Crab Kings is number 1. Make the right choice the first time. Make it Crab Kings. Come and devour our tasty snow crabs, king crab, shrimp, salmon, and catfish. Enjoy Memphis' best tasting pastas with your choice of toppings. Visit our Bartlett Cordova locations at 7140 Stage Road or our East Memphis location at 5992 Knight Arnold Road. Crab Kings is open Tuesday through Sunday. For more information, Google Crab Kings Memphis or download the app Crab Kings, a Memphis original.
It's that time of year. Come join us at Family Leisure, 2120 Witten Road, Thursday, December 12th, all day, 7 to 6. We're raising money and, most importantly, bringing toys
CJ?
for Mid-South Toys for Tots. Help the boys and girls of the Mid-South have a happy holiday. You can do it. Bring those new unwrapped toys, checks, cash. Family Leisure, 2120 Witten Road, Thursday, December 12th, 7 to 6. Sponsored by Envy Nail Bar, Gateway Tire, David C. Nanny CPA, and Hempville, South Haven, and Oxford.
Summers span decades, winters can last a lifetime, and the struggle for the Iron Throne continues in Game of Thrones: The Final Season. Get it now on 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray,
CJ?
and DVD. The complete series also available on Blu-ray and DVD, now for purchase, but you could win it right here on Sports 56 with help from your friend Johnny Radio. Johnny's giving away 4 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and 4 digital copies. Who loves you this holiday season like Johnny? Nobody.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ
Peter,
Memphis,
CJ?
WIPG-FM Tunica Memphis, and
What?
WPG-FLP Memphis.
At the top of the
Flame
hour.
Broadcasting stations. Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again
You're hot.
are Peter and CJ.
And a partridge in a pear tree. On the 3rd day of Christmas, my true
Oh,
love
yeah.
gave to me
Yes.
3 French hens.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Is this a Sesame Street version?
No.
It's the Muppets.
Yeah,
The Muppets. That's what it is.
2 turtle doves. Beautiful. How many of the gifts, the 12 days of Christmas, can you name?
None. I
Great.
get you partridge in a pear tree.
Okay. Well, you got one.
So
clearly
one, second day of Christmas. Five golden rings.
Okay, that's not the second.
That is
but yeah,
5th.
fair enough.
I can get you 2.
Okay. All
2.
right.
First day, 5 golden.
2 turtle doves.
Okay, that's
3
okay.
French hens.
Okay.
Wait, 4 calling birds. 4 calling birds.
Yeah.
5 golden rings. 4 calling birds. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
6 swans a swimming.
Okay.
7 swans a swimming. 6 geese a laying.
Okay.
8 maids a milking.
Okay.
9 ladies dancing.
All right. Definitely. I hadn't even heard that one.
11
but okay.
drummers drumming.
Yes, I can.
10 lords a leaping.
I got drummers drumming.
12 fancy goblins. That's not right.
Is that right?
That's not right.
Okay.
12.
I didn't know goblins were in
12
Christmas
12
lore.
pipers
12
piping.
drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaving, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking,
9
7
ladies
swans
dancing.
are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I like how you said that. And a partridge in a pear tree.
More on this story.
Coming
later.
up next, what
This
is
has been-
in the tree?
This has been Similac.
We'll find out here momentarily. And
There
it's a
is
partridge.
In a pear tree.
No, when people are teaching me that song, we're teaching me that song, I got you at the start, and I got you because we got to shout 5 golden rings, and then the rest of the time I'm just mumbling. I'm not paying you any attention at all.
Well, that's your fault.
Well, second grade me's fault. I shouldn't be held responsible for what that dum-dum did.
kind of should.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. As the parent of a second grader, I'm holding you responsible.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm holding you responsible, CJ.
For your second grader?
That's correct. Somehow, some way. We are over here at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. We're going to be out here as a station. We'll obviously be done with our program here in this hour. But then next hour, we're going to kick it off with Middays. That's right.
Yeah.
Midday is going to take you from 10 to 1. Johnny Radio out here from 1 to 3. And then we've got Wolo and Stats from 3 to 6. We're going to be out here all day long collecting toys and money and cash and checks and you name it for our friends at Mid-South. Toys for Tots. The Marine Corps Reserve is out here. Marine Santa is hanging out, doing his thing, hoing it up as only Marine Santa can do.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get a chance to come say hello. If you get a chance, bring the kids. I mean, they're technically, I guess, supposed to be in school right now, but I don't see any reason why we can't,
Are they not out of school yet for the break? Okay. Peter, I don't know when the break starts for these people.
At the end of next week.
Okay, good.
And then really the week after that's the one that you got to watch out for. Half day next Friday. And then,
okay.
At least for our school.
Yeah. So, and then so we're 2 weeks.
And then we're 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then we're 2 weeks at least. I think it's 2 weeks.
All right, good.
So that's where. But anyway, coming out, take your kids out of school and bring them out here. Play Papa Shot against me and CJ.
Yeah.
I'm the reigning champion. But,
yes, he is.
I think that number can be beat in the first round. It was good. It was a good performance, but I didn't make every shot. So, maybe about 70%. That you can beat that. You can beat that. Come on out and try it, and come say hello. We've got donuts here that you can still enjoy. On top of that, we've got all kinds of great fun stuff here at Family Leisure. It is kind of a grown-up toy store, so it's great when you bring the toys to help the kids of the Mid-South, but then you can enjoy some toys yourself. You want to play ping pong, as a couple of the Marines were playing ping pong earlier on. You can do that. We've got the Papa Shot, as I said. We've got arcade machines. We've got spas. We've got pool tables. We've got shuffleboard. We got
what's shuffleboard?
It's in the back.
Okay,
back that way a little bit.
All right.
Pergolas are out here with the outdoor kitchen stuff. It's all there. You want to make that backyard of yours look spectacular, and you want to have lots of fun. Family Leisure is the place to do that. 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Come by and say hello. Got Tim Howard coming out in a couple of hours. The former goalkeeper for the United States men's team, also Manchester United, Everton, Colorado Rapids now. Most notably, he is part of the ownership group for Memphis 901 FC. Tim Howard going to be out here at 11 o'clock. Also coming out right around that time, we'll have the taco bar from Moe's Southwest Grill. Also, we're going to have some East Coast wings out here, too. So big thanks to them for all of that. Come by and see us out here. We're going to be here all day long. In the meantime, we're all just kind of reeling. Last night, for those of you that didn't stay up late to watch it, hopefully you have seen it by now. And if you haven't, my goodness, would immediately go to me or anywhere else or my site. Zach, can you pull up the call from Pete and Brevin?
I was just about to get it, Peter.
Well,
I was just about to get it. You beat me to it.
Great minds.
How did I beat you to it? You're the one who has to get it. I'm not getting it.
I was trying to find it before you said it.
Well, then
but
get
when
it.
You said it. It was like,
do you got it?
Do you got it or not? Are you just talking about how great you are at getting stuff and not actually getting stuff? Is that?
I got it now, so we're good now.
Okay, all right.
So you got it.
Similac Zach, the soy toys, got it, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case you're wondering, here's what it sounded like last night as John Morant exploded and destroyed Aaron Baines, who is now, I believe, no longer with us on this earth.
Morant with a running start. Oh my goodness! John Morant with elevation.
We were all Brevin. Play that again. Play that again. I want to hear Brevin again.
Morant with a running start. Oh my goodness! John Morant.
Oh! So that is my first time hearing that call. I am
yeah, go ahead.
I am with because my wife is in bed sleep and can't have the volume all the way up. I was watching the game pretty much not quite on mute, but basically on mute, so I didn't hear the call. I was trying to contain my excitement, though.
Mm-hmm,
I did, because the way I lay on my back, remote sits on my chest. When he did that, I immediately popped up and had to catch the remote before it smacked on the ground and woke her up. She's a very, very, very light sleeper. That is that, but had I been able to react verbally, somebody get your mans like that, that would be the reaction.
One more time, let's hear it.
Does Zach no longer got it?
Zach, are you okay?
Do you got it?
Zach?
I was listening to a different audio.
Why were you doing that?
I was trying.
Aren't you supposed to be listening to the show?
I was trying to give you guys a different perspective, but
What the Sun's perspective? I don't want the guy go. Oh, it was a soft.
Just involuntary noise reactions are made when you see that, no matter who you're cheering for.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh!
John Morant goes left hand. So he's going left with his dribbling left-handed. Gets right in front of the rim. It's right to the rim as they got spaced out on the switch. They switched, and Baines was trying to guard him, and that's not a good idea, out on the perimeter. Ja goes left hand, left side, and then elevates so fast that it's crazy how fast he gets up. I mean, it's insane. It's like he teleported to the rim. and then he finishes right hand. So he goes actually right hand, even though he's going to his left, away from the basket. He goes right hand so he can finish on top of Baines' head and just destroys Aaron Baines. And this was late in the game. Grizzlies up 40 seconds left. In very much a clutch situation. You don't see that many posters like that, period, at any point in the game. That was a nasty one.
Yes.
But especially at that stage of the game.
Yes.
You don't see final minute posters very often.
No.
And it does make you involuntarily
make noises. But that's the thing about why he's so special. He's doing this, and everybody knows that that's what he wants to do. So the switch pops off, and you know he wants to go by you and finish at the rim. And so you're prepared to try and stop that. That's what you're trying to do, but he's so good. You bring it up so quick, so fast, so athletic, so explosive that when he gets in front of the rim, you blink and he is on your head. Like it was bang, bang, boom.
He's at the rim. It's crazy how fast.
Like Nightcrawler, the way he teleported to that thing.
It's wild. Like, I mean, you just honestly, when you watch the highlight, it's hard to you have to see it from a different angle. The regular lineup, the regular camera angle, it's deceptive. You can't tell what's happening. You almost can't tell how high or what's. It looks weird when you see it. It's only from the other angle, from behind the basket or behind the other side, that you can kind of get a real sense for how high he got so quickly. It looks so easy on the existing, on the regular camera angle. It just looks so simple. And you're you can't fathom it. It was one of the most remarkable plays I've ever seen.
I think the best angle I've seen is the above the rim angle because it's just bow. He is at the rim. It's like, oh, he's fast. That first step is wait. Is he dunking the ball already? Good God! It is amazing to watch him go out there and do his thing. A legit superstar in the making is what we have in the city of Memphis.
I don't think superstar in the making.
You think he's here? He's there?
I think he's there.
Whew.
I mean, he's top. He's top on all the various, Sports Center, all that stuff. I mean, people have asked for it, and they've he's selling tickets now. People and they're just calling him Ja. Ja doing this, Ja doing that.
Okay.
Well, I heard Brevin Knight make those noises. One more, can we hear Brevin one more time? And then because it reminded me of this one of the great bloopers that I've ever seen and that I've ever heard, and I want you to hear that too. But let's hear Brevin one more time, and then I want to hear what it sounded like. All right, so there was a lady a long time. This was probably 15 years ago now.
Okay.
That was on the news, and I think it was Atlanta or somewhere in Atlanta area. They were doing a grape winemaking demonstration, and she was stomping the grapes with her feet, and then they were like doing a contest to see who could stomp the most, her and the person who worked there or something. And so she, at the end of it, she tries to cheat, and she stomps a little extra, and then she trips and falls on live TV and makes noises that are very similar in this. So listen to this noise and see if it doesn't remind you a little bit of what Brevin Knight sounded like last night. That's what happens when Ja Morant dunks.
Are we sure that's not actually somebody watching Ja Morant dunk last night?
All right, so now Zach, see if you can mix the Ja Morant dunk, and then see if you can play the Ja Morant dunk and then play that lady.
Just the dunk.
Just the dunk.
Morant with a running start. Ellery. Stop. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. I can't breathe.
That's right.
Okay.
That works. Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Yep.
That's what happens when Ja dunks on you.
Ooh, I can't breathe.
That's what Aaron Baines was saying. I can't breathe. Oh. And Aaron got mad, and then he got elbowed by Dylan Brooks not too long after that. And it was just bad. Rough last minute for Aaron Baines out there.
Applaud his effort, though.
Do you?
You guys want to hear a different take from Brevin after the dunk?
Sure.
I'm kind of nervous.
There's no need to be nervous.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Sure. Why not?
They didn't clear it out last time. Well, they cleared it out this time. Come get some Aaron Baines. Look at this young fella partner with a lot of body contact down below. Doesn't get the and one.
Yeah, no, that's why I was nervous.
Yeah.
It
was good.
Was it?
Yeah, it was fine.
That was just him describing what happened. That wasn't that raw, visceral emotion.
Yeah, I want the when the commentator,
loses the
mind. Professionalism.
Yes, that was very unprofessional.
Brevin's a professional.
Yeah, very good one.
You're not supposed to just go and just start making noises, but lo and behold, sometimes stuff makes you just make noises, and that's what that did. That's what he can do. This is what it is, man. When you have a superstar, this is what it's like. This is what we've never really had a super. I guess that's what we're learning. Like in the first 2 months of Ja Morant, is that we've never really had a superstar here.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good players.
A lot of really phenomenal players.
Yes.
A lot of stars.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of gifted players.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of excellent players.
Mm-hmm.
But have never really had a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Never really had a needle mover like this. Never really had a guy that can single-handedly bring people into the arena, lift them off their seats, capable of doing things that are, that really no one else can do. Especially now when he's a rookie, it's time for the superlatives. It's time to just get real stupid. It's time to just start, recklessly speculating.
Peter's not 20 games in.
It's time to start
now?
recklessly speculating about what his future is. He's basically Russell Westbrook mixed with Michael Jordan.
With some Big O potential also.
Absolutely.
Don't forget about the Big O.
Absolutely. He always gives you the Big O. There's no question about that. Now,
Big D also.
It's hard to have Big O without Big D. That's what I've heard. That was one of the names of his game.
Yes.
There's no question about that. It's a big helper in that. Now, this is when you speculate. This is when you get stupid.
Okay.
There's no fun to just be like, oh, he's probably going to be pretty good.
So why are we getting reckless with Ja, but tempered expectations with Jaren?
Well, because last year this time we were getting reckless with Jaren.
Oh, okay.
And then that's how the cycle works.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So this is the time to get recklessly wild with what Ja is going to be. Michael Jordan mixed with Kareem / Jason Kidd with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
All that.
Mm-hmm.
That's now like last year. This time it was Anthony Davis and Kevin Garnett for Jaren.
Jaren. Yes, it was.
Okay, so that's the cycle. And then next year it'll be like, oh, Ja, there'll be something.
But we're not at next year.
We're not at next year.
Let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's just get reckless with it, Peter.
And we all know that in all likelihood, something will happen. It'll change. It won't be but it sure feels that way. And even as good as Jerem was, and as spectacular as, if you remember the game in Brooklyn last year when he scored 7 points in 11 seconds to get the Grizzlies to overtime and then ends up winning that game, hit the game-winning 3-pointer or game-clinching 3-pointer over LeBron James in L.A. I mean, there were some big moments for him, but it never felt like superstar like this. It never felt this is different.
Yeah,
the guy's different. It feels different. And he's a name that you can put out there, and someone said, "Oh, I'm gonna watch Ja play."
Yeah,
I think the purists would say, "I'm gonna watch Jaren play." The purists would say, "I'm gonna watch Brandon Clark play."
Yes.
For true basketball fans, those guys have a lot to offer. But for just your casual everyday fan, or just your fans that just want to Ja, that's all you got to say, Ja.
And he's getting that first name treatment now. It's not, you brought it up, it's not Ja Morant, it's just Ja.
It's just Ja.
Ja.
And it's at this stage already.
It's Ronaldo, it's Bron, and it's Ja.
Melo. Harden.
Just one name, man. When you're a bad dude,
Brow.
you got one name.
One syllable.
One.
Brow. Cher.
Beyonce.
Donna.
Yep.
Madonna. You got it real kind of. Madonna. Maybe 2 syllables.
Two syllables.
2 syllables. Maybe possibly 3, but LeBron, I guess 2. That's fine. But Bron, you can just go Bron.
Bron.
D Wade, that's 2. D Rose.
But you got to throw the D in there.
Yeah.
So it can't just be Wade or Rose. You got to throw the D in there so everybody knows which one you're talking about.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Miss Jackson.
He's in that neighborhood.
Yes.
With respect to Jaren, everyone spent the first 3 months trying to figure out what to call him. 3J, Triple J, Jaren, JJ. Yeah. His team calls him JJ. Everyone out here calls him Triple J or 3J or Jaren or J. So, but with Ja,
it's hard being a junior.
It's just
man.
Ja. It's just Ja.
In some circles, I'm Conrad. These circles, I'm CJ, Junior. It's hard. Hurt. It's hard when you've got.
I've never heard anyone call you Hurt.
Yeah, they call me Hurt.
Who?
These streets.
The streets don't call you Hurt.
The streets call me Hurt.
The streets call you Conrad, probably.
No. The schools call me Conrad. The educators call me Conrad. The streets know me as Hurt, Peter. I'm known out here. You don't be in the streets, so how do you know? I don't be in the streets either. I'm just assuming that's what they call me.
When I'm in the streets, they call me Sweet Pete. That's what they call me.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Oh, you don't?
I know.
Okay.
Just one of those, like Pernell Whitaker, Sweet Pea, very similar. Because somebody gonna catch these hands. That happens sometimes. So
sometimes
you gotta.
Sometimes you gotta turn the balls
I don't want to
loose.
have to. I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's never by.
No.
I never want to do it.
The people with the hands never want to turn them loose.
No, it's never, because it's that. I mean, it's a weapon.
But eventually,
you don't want to use that weapon unless you absolutely have to.
No, these hands don't bluff.
But if you have to,
you gotta turn them loose. 2 claps. It's over.
We're not doing that out here though, because Santa's here.
Santa is here. Want to make the good list.
I can't. Yeah, that's a quick way to get on the naughty list.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of the naughty list, Josh Jackson did not play last night for the Memphis Hustle, but the Hustle won anyway. They continue to be undefeated at home and have only 1 loss on the season. He's expected to play in the next game Saturday on the road, I believe in Texas, against the Legends. He's expected to be back, but they suspended him again. We talked about yesterday, would he be suspended? Well, yes, he was. I don't know why they didn't just call it a 2-game suspension at the time. It was very weird. It was a 1-game suspension and then another 1-game suspension, or the way they phrased it. But anyway, it ends up being a 2-game suspension. And as long as he comes back, I don't know about a 2-game suspension for missing a team meeting. Again, there has to be more to that story.
This is a weird situation.
There has to be more to that story, or else, or again, unless it was like we talked about yesterday in another bout of reckless speculation, that he was given a no tolerance, zero tolerance kind of thing, and so that would make some sense, I suppose. But it was a strange situation. As long as he comes back over the weekend without incident, so be it. I think also one of the things to watch out for, we mentioned that December 15th is kind of the de facto trade season opener.
Yeah.
I guess for the NBA, and so he certainly has potential trade value. But I think also you got to remember too, the G League Showcase is coming up next week. It starts a week from today, at over in Vegas at Mandalay Bay, and so they have their own little thing. They've got a $100,000 prize that will go to the winning team in the G League Showcase. But more importantly, for Josh Jackson's purposes, if there are teams out there that are kind of wanting to take a look at him in person, and the Grizzlies, if they are looking at him more as a trade chip than as a guy that they're viably going to, turn up in the league, then having him available for the G League Showcase and having him on the roster is a good way to put him out there, because it is quite literally a showcase. So that's something to keep an eye on. I don't know if that's the case. Again, that's my reckless speculation more than anything else, but that would make some sense based on how this thing is played out. Come see us out here at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40, as we are collecting toys for our friends at Toys for Tots. We want the Mid-South kids to have as many great, fun Christmas nights as they possibly can, holiday evenings, holiday days. I want them to be able to have fun and forget about their troubles for a little bit. A lot of families going through a lot of tough stuff. This is one way that we can help to take a little bit of that burden off of them and provide something really nice for those kids. And it does a real service for those parents and those caregivers as well, who feel very guilty that they can't necessarily provide those toys and that fun. This is a great way to help them too. So it's a wonderful cause. Please come out and support it. We're going to be here all the way to 6 o'clock. Back after this, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 80.77.
Check out Dave Voloshin and Brett Norsworthy with Sports Time. Weekdays from 3 till 6 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Mid-South Power Distributors is your source for all things diesel. For more than 26 years, they've supplied all the diesel parts that you need. From simple repairs to complete overhauls, they have it all. Whether it's heavy, medium, light duty, agricultural, marine, or off-road, Mid-South Power is the leading source for all things diesel. Fuel injection, turbochargers, engine parts, alternators, starters, and brakes. They can supply all the parts and services you need. Stop in today at 3250 Mill Branch Road in Memphis or call 901-396-0710.
Ho, ho, ho. Santa needs a new set of wheels, and he's going to Sunrise Chevy Buick GMC. Sunrise has hundreds of new and used cars and trucks. Ho, 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 ho. This time of the year, Santa's a little strapped for cash, but Sunrise has financing with no money down on approved credit and huge rebates for everyone. Sunrise has financing for everyone and specializes in secondary credit. That's good, because feeding all those L's, Santa's credit's not so hot. Ho, ho, ho. A $4 million used car inventory. Find new roads. SunriseMemphis.com. 385 in Houston, Levy, and Collierville. Ho, 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 ho.
It's that time of year. Come join us at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, Thursday, December 12th, all day, 7 to 6. We're raising money and, most importantly, bringing toys for Mid-South Toys for Tots. Help the boys and girls of the Mid-South have a happy holiday. You can do
Peter,
it. Bring
CJ?
new unwrapped toys, checks, cash. Family Leisure,
Yo.
2120 Whitten Road, Thursday, December
You got about
12th,
30
7 to
seconds.
6.
All right,
Sponsored
thanks.
by Envy Nail Bar, Gateway Tire, David C. Nanny CPA, and Hempville, South Haven, and Oxford.
You know, it's better to give than receive, right? When you donate a gift at All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch, you can receive a free lunch this Friday beginning at 11 a.m. Just bring a toy to All-Star Chevy for the kids at Winchester Elementary this Friday beginning at 11 a.m. There are also free prizes, and Greg and Eli from Sports 56 will be broadcasting live from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. While you're there, check out the new Silverado Traverses and the all-new Chevy Blazer. And if you buy one, you could save thousands paying what the employees pay. So come on out this Friday for free lunch and prizes, and bring a toy to donate to Winchester Elementary from All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and Sports 56.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston
Guys, you ready?
Experience with CJ
Not yet.
Hurts. This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
Woo!
You're a bad banana.
How about the pipes on this guy?
Greasy black.
Well, the shade being thrown in this song, it is
What do you mean?
exquisite.
I mean,
it's great.
That's what he is. He's a nasty eel. He's
You're
got
a monster.
If I had to
Mr. Grinch.
choose between you or a crocodile,
Crocodile rotten banana peel. What is
yeah,
it?
right, well, yeah, rotten banana peel. That's
Seasick crocodile.
Seasick crocodile.
Choose between
yeah.
you or the seasick crocodile.
I choose the seasick crocodile.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
Just
That's
a
right.
half foot.
That's right.
What's a half foot pole? What's 6 inches do? Do 6 inches really make that big a difference?
That depends on who you ask. CJ.
Okay.
So we're continuing on here. Real Sports Talk. So you knew what you were doing, and you did it anyway. You know, that's fine.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
That's fine. Listen, I would do the same thing, so I can't even be mad at you. Welcome back as we continue out here. Live from Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road. And we had a gentleman come by, Greg, who dropped off something that we're going to give away or auction off here later on in the show, which I'm excited about. We always have something that's a lot of fun. And this is I'll talk to Greg and Eli about it because I think they'll be able to give it away or to auction off with a little more time. But it's a true 1992-93 Sporting News College Basketball Yearbook.
Oh.
With Penny Hardaway.
Oh.
On the cover. Anthony Hardaway. No mention of Penny.
No. That's back when it was Anthony.
Yeah, it was just Anthony.
Before he became Penny.
There's an article in here written by our good friend Ron Higgins about Penny, as a matter of fact. Anthony Hardaway. And again, it's interesting, like, if you look through this, I swear to you, I'm gonna look through, but I don't think there's even a mention of Penny. Oh yeah, here we go. We finally get Penny in here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it says he got the name from his grandma, who she called him Pretty, but in her country twang it sounded like Pwetty. Other people interpreted that as Penny.
Oh, that's where it came from.
That's where it came from.
I thought because my man was money.
Nope.
Okay.
That's where it came from. But anyway, it's very downplayed. Like normally he's just now Penny Hardaway. He's just Penny. Like that's what it is. But here it's
Anthony.
It's Anthony. The title of the piece is just Anthony in big big letters. So
Memphis State's Anthony Hardaway.
We were going hard on the Anthony as opposed to the Penny, but that's changed. But anyway, we'll find a way to get this to somebody who would like it. It's a very nice collector's item. It's in great shape too, especially for having been around for almost 30 years now. Big Crown Royal ad on the back.
Oh,
of this thing
good to see people. We were still drinking Crown Royal, man.
Sure, we were. Why wouldn't? I mean,
had some little write up on Calipari as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
In there.
It's got some stuff about the Dream Team. It's Othello Harrington in here.
Oh.
Rodney Rogers, Ashraf Amaya, the Duke transfer at Southern Illinois, A.C. Earl, Wesley Person, former Grizzly, Charlie Ward, Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, all these names.
Yeah.
Right. What did Hartford's Vin Baker learn at summer camp? You can
Vin Baker with this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So there you go. Right there. So come on by and see us, 2120 Whitten Road. I'll talk to Greg and Eli about how best to handle this, but that's something nice. Also coming up 11 o'clock, we got Tim Howard, who is going to be here with us. So come on by if you want to say hello to him. That's a good time to do that. We've got some food coming as well from East Coast Wings and Moe's Southwest Grill. Got the taco bar coming, so excellent stuff on the way there. So please come on by and say hello. But most importantly, bring those toys. Drop those off. We would really appreciate that if you would help the kids of the Mid-South have a very, very Merry Christmas indeed. We saw a lot of money being thrown out there in the old world of baseball. And if anyone knows baseball,
yeah, man,
it is
all the money.
J. Hurt.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. What's this?
Here we go.
Is this what we're doing?
Anthony Rendon.
Yes.
Goes to the Angels.
I think it's Rendon, but okay.
$245 million over 7 years. Give me the scouting report on
what he does is instantly energize that batting lineup because you have him. You have
batting
Trout.
Okay.
Yeah, batting lineup.
As
you have
opposed
him.
to the pitching lineup?
Yes, you have him. You have Trout.
Fair enough.
You can move Albert Pujols.
Who else you got?
To 6 or 7 in there. They've got serious hitters, serious swingers in that lineup, man. I don't think we've ever seen this many swingers in one lineup. This is comparable to what the Yankees were doing last year with all the big swingers they had. And we saw how far they got them. Got them a lot of hits, got them deep into the playoffs.
You think this takes the Angels to the World Series?
I don't know, man. The Yankees and the way they went after Merrick, I don't know. They got some pitching now.
Merrick Cole?
Merrick, what's the man's name?
Garrett Cole?
Yeah, I know his name, Peter. Don't correct me. They went after him, paid him
Are you
all the
Supreme
money.
Court Justice Merrick Garland? Is that what
I might be. I don't know, Peter.
trying to think of?
I
Well, it should
got
be
a
at
lot
least.
going on. Got a lot going on. But that pitching lineup, solidifying that. You got Shohei Ohtani now as well out there in Anaheim. Somebody else who's got
Where
a
did this
big
come
bat
from?
and likes to swing, man. Like that. The Anaheim
I
Angels.
like big bats, and I cannot lie.
What?
You other Angels can't deny.
No.
When Rendon walks in with a big old waist, because he's got a big fat stack of ones in there, you get sprung. Yeah, there you go. He's got a lot of money.
Yes. A lot of money. A lot of money just
240 some odd million. That's about it's a little more than what Albert Pujols was signed for that 10-year deal. Low was year 7 of that. It feels like that's forever. Still got a lot of money, more money coming to him. Scott Boras negotiated that deal. He also negotiated the Garrett Cole deal and the Strasburg
deal.
He's up to almost $900 million in contracts that he's put out there.
That's a bad man.
What does he get? What do you get? 2%? 10%? What's the fee on that?
I don't know, but even if
you
it's
get
just
5%, 5% of that is about $45 million.
Yes.
10% would be about 90.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Just to get dudes to sign on the dotted line.
Well, I mean, I believe there's more to it than that. I don't think it's just a matter of presenting them the contract.
Peter, I flunked out of pharmacy school. I know about business and contracts.
Had you gone to agent school, though, would you? Yeah, that's the one you maybe should have gone there instead.
Maybe I probably would have still flunked out. But anyways, Peter, you just show it to them, sign on. I've seen all the movies. Somebody else
show me the money, right? That's
and
right.
then you just go show them the money.
Then,
like that. It's that simple.
That's right.
And bow, sign on that line.
I can't. You had me at hello, and then
yes,
and you show up, and the guy gets hurt on Monday Night Football, and then he pops right back up, and everyone's excited.
Yeah.
People are emotional because the agent, what a relationship they have. It's a great movie.
What movie?
Human head weighs 10 pounds. CJ.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. I don't know. That little.
How much would your head weigh? How much does your head weigh?
More than that. Probably. I haven't weighed it. I don't know how you weigh your head exactly, and just your head, but
just get a scale and lay your head on the scale.
It's hard to just lay your head on the scale without, pushing or. It's hard to take all the weight, just have it be like dead weight. Like it's hard to do. But I'm sure my head weighs more than most people's head. I'll put it that way.
I would agree
because it's bigger than most people's heads, as we've.
It's a very large head, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. My neck.
Your back?
All of it needs attention. Let's think about that a little bit more. So, this is why if you're a Dodgers fan, you got to be pretty mad right now. Your team not spending a whole lot of money. If you are a Pirates fan, for example, as I saw this stat blew my mind. Garrett Cole's signing yesterday for $320 some odd million. That was more money and for that one player than the Pirates have spent on all the free agents combined that they've signed for the last 25 years. That's a stat. That's a stat right there.
25 years.
25 years. What?
That's Zach's whole life.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Right.
Zach's whole life. All of the free agents that the Pirates have signed combined have not added up to that one contract.
Wow.
The Yankees just put out there.
Wow.
In a related note, the Pirates have not won a lot. Not many. World Series appearance or any of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that may be related. That might be a possibility. It's also an indictment of the baseball system of not really having there is a luxury tax, but it's certainly not punitive enough to keep teams like the Yankees or the Angels or the White Sox or the Red Sox rather, or the Dodgers, Cubs, some of the teams that have spent quite a bit of money in various seasons. It's not enough to keep them from doing that, clearly. Angels got a lot of money to spend. Trout got a big old fat payday.
Yep, spend it.
As he should have, yeah.
Strasburg, we saw last year. What's my man with the long Harper?
What's my man with the long Harper?
My man with the long flowing hair is what I was going to say, Peter. Bryce Harper also got paid, and this is the way it should be. There's not a cap on anything else that we do that I can think of. And so if you're existing in a capless, purely capitalist frame of doing things and conducting business, this is what happens. And if you're one of these other franchises, your Pirates, your Tigers, Reds, Rays, like this is what you have to do to win. You can have great farm systems, and we've seen teams come up with great farm systems and get guys to buy in and outperform their contracts and get to a World Series and even win a World Series. But if you're not willing to spend money and go out there and pay for top-notch free agents, then you are going to be one of those middle-of-the-pack, middle-of-the-road teams in the MLB.
They always tell me you got to spend money to make money.
Okay.
That's what they always say.
Yeah.
So just letting you know.
Spend it. Get in there. Spend it intelligently.
I've got that half.
It.
I've got that half done.
Spending the money?
Certainly.
Okay. All right.
So I'm halfway there.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm owed.
Is something breaking? What happened?
Well, listen to our man.
Oh, okay.
So I'm spending. So I just can't wait for this making.
Okay.
That's exactly right. That's fantastic.
See, I'm not even spending, so no wonder I don't.
There you go. That's your problem right there.
I got to spend more money.
That's your problem right there.
You want to go help me be reckless with my money?
Sure.
Okay. Make
Do
that
I get
work.
to keep some stuff?
I mean, I don't know. How reckless are we trying to get here?
Hopefully reckless enough for me to get something cool. That would be the big thing right there. Let's take a break. We'll come back and continue here live from Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Come by and say hello. We've got Santa Marine holding court, having some fun. Bring yourself if you want to bring a child. Come by. You know, the kids
I had a couple sit in Santa's lap.
That's true. They were little. They were babies though, because your school age children should probably be in school. To be fair, but if they're not for whatever reason, then come on by. And if you're a grown up, I would suggest probably don't try to sit on Santa's lap. I don't think that would be appropriate. I don't. At least ask first. At least ask first.
Get consent.
Yeah. At least ask first.
Yeah.
For sure. So that's all on the way, and we've got a lot more surprises. So it should be a lot of fun here. In the next little bit, we'll tell you about that when we return here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Get happy. Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Hey guys, it's only a 30-second break.
3 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Have both of the NFL vignettes played?
Nothing flies
Yes.
by faster.
How is that? How is it only a 30-second break? That's not even a break.
Well, actually, the Lexus December to Remember sales event
Yeah, I don't know
also
what's
goes by fast.
Yeah.
That's because for a very limited time, you'll find some of our best offers on
there
our
any,
most popular models.
Because I was
But don't
trying to
wait.
make sure
Offers
that,
end January 2nd.
It was according to what it
Experience
says on the
amazing
screen,
at
and
your
that's what
Lexus
it said.
dealer.
Because that's not even
Lexus
like
of Memphis.
you need to actually have
Welcome
a break
back
to
the Peter
for us to be able
Edmiston
to
Experience with CJ Hertz.
do something.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Say we are. Yeah, let's sing it now.
Okay, Simon?
Okay.
Okay, Theodore?
You're hot.
Okay.
Okay, Alvin? Alvin? Alvin!
Okay. Christmas, Christmas time is near. Time for toys.
Yeah, time for toys. That's right. I don't even know if that was a break. That was barely really.
We went on break?
Apparently, we went on a break.
Oh, okay.
Who knew? That just a blink of an eye, and we're right back at you as we continue here.
I want a hula hoop.
Been
good,
Nope.
Please, Christmas, don't. I hit the notes,
No,
Peter.
you didn't.
I did.
You didn't even get the words at all.
We've been good, but we.
What was that?
Christmas, don't be
Nope.
late.
Skipped the whole thing.
Okay. You just need to clean the earwax out.
We've been good, but we've been bad.
That is
Christmas. Don't be sad. That's how it works. That's the lyric.
That is not the lyric.
Yeah, that's right. That's how it is.
No.
We've been good, but
we can't wait. Please, Christmas,
no. You're missing a whole.
be
You're missing a whole
late.
stanza. You're missing.
I'm
a stanza.
not.
Yeah. Yes. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast is in there. Hey, we got somebody bringing a gourmet kitchen here. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Appreciate it. That's a lovely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Welcome back.
My brother had one of those.
Did you make anything good?
No, he just wanted it because he saw it in the commercial.
That's how it always works. I mean, what are you talking about? That's exactly how all this stuff works. So we've coming up next on middays. What's coming up next there, Zach?
So coming up on middays, Tim Howard, like you said, will be joining the program.
I did say that. 11 o'clock.
Also, Ryan Silverfield will join in the program.
Interesting.
As well,
okay.
Along with Dane Bradshaw and Brandon Lang.
And I believe we got the Autos and Liberty Bowl college football hour out here as well. I think Harold Grader's going to be coming by to say hello to everybody. So lots of good stuff still to come here on middays. I wonder what Ryan Silverfield will say. They got to ask him, are you going to get the job? What's up with that?
Oh, they should.
I
can't see how that.
There's always some difficult. Those are always some difficult situations that have to happen sometimes. Anyway, that's coming up on middays. After that, Johnny Radio will take you from 1 to 3, and then Will and Stats from 3 to 6. All out here live in the Family Leisure Studios at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Again, we've already had a lot of folks come by and drop off toys, cash, all that good stuff. Please, you can do the same. It is most appreciated. They will very much appreciate you coming out and saying hello, and you can stop by and see our friends here at the Marine Corps League, see a Marine Santa as well. So it's a really festive, fun occasion out here at Family Leisure. 360-8255, that's our number. Also, you can text us at 67129, 67129. We talked a little bit about the struggles for the United States in the President's Cup. We'll find out more later on this evening, I guess, is when they. I don't know. It's Australia. The time zones are all jacked up. I don't know. It's tomorrow, I think. There now.
Is it tomorrow already?
I think it's already tomorrow. It's possibly. I think it's Saturday already.
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
No, that's not how it works.
I think they're 2 days ahead.
No, the Earth isn't that big. You can't be too. No, and also a day is
they're 2 days ahead.
No, it can't be 2 days.
It's Saturday there. We've already had. It's the future, basically.
What I
understand.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Australia is the future. When you travel there, it's like a time travel. You go into the future. Yeah.
All right.
A lot of people don't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Do you guys want the pairings for tonight's matchup?
Everybody knows the pairings, Zach.
But do you?
Tell CJ anyway, just because he.
I mean, tell me, but like.
Well, CJ, you can tell us. Why don't you tell us?
I know the pairing.
Well, tell us then.
I know it. People are paired up.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good.
I know. What do you think?
It's gonna be a bunch of people out there together.
What do you think about that first matchup?
That first matchup is gonna be really, really impressive. It is. That first matchup is going to have some of the top golfers in the international community going up against some of the top golfers in the American community.
In the international community?
International community, yes.
Interesting.
Your Aunt Sarah's in them. That's international, Peter. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I just got a late breaking update from my friend's friend.
Oh, yes.
Connected down in Tallahassee. He says that it's Silverfield's job to lose.
Oh, really?
That's what he says.
Okay. All right.
Again, that's my friend's friend. I got a friend who's got a friend who has a friend who is a lawyer and well connected, and that's what he tells me. So again, if you can't believe a source like that,
yes,
then he says it's Ryan Silverfield's job to lose.
Okay,
that's what he says. And I mean, again, he was dead on about Norvell, and he's dead on about all this. So obviously, it's got to be 100% right. Thank you to my extreme source that I cannot divulge any information
anything,
on
man.
Whatsoever.
Yes.
Nor would I.
No.
Because that's not the kind of guy I am.
You got to protect your sources, man.
Now, that being said, with the rumor already, so give us that first matchup.
Oh, we're still doing
the specifics.
This.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not forgetting about that. No, I don't know. Did you think I was going to forget about that?
Yes,
no.
I was.
You were sadly mistaken.
I was thinking that we were talking about some Memphis Tigers football, and there's been a lot of texts on the text line.
No, we've really struggled.
And
U.S. is struggling right now.
Of Silverfield
and
sending support in on the text
What do you
line.
think-
You can too, 67129. Silverfield perceived as the next big thing. Oldham perceived as a failure on the text line. Yes.
What do you think Silverfield thinks about the matchup, the first matchup in the President's
Can I
Cup?
finish these text messages before I get to that? I'm going to answer that question,
Okay,
Peter.
okay.
I have not
Well,
forgotten
it's-
that, but there are
it
several.
feels like you kind of forget.
There are several
You're
text
stalling for
messages.
time here. a little
I
bit.
know. Why?
It's
Me?
like a pitcher.
Stall?
It's like
No.
the manager letting the pitcher warm up.
Never stall for time.
It's one of those
I definitely
triple
wouldn't do that.
spaced reports. That are, can you get to 3 pages? Can I get it? How big can I make the font? What's the just 18 font? That's probably too big, right? No, that's okay.
Bring the margins in a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Increase if you bring the margins in a half inch and you increase the font size a half inch, you got it. And if that's not enough, then you go to the very bottom of the paper and you just type in a bunch of random letters, but you make the font white so it blends in to the paper to get your word count right, Peter. I'm not saying I ever did that, but I have heard tales of how you can get away with pulling that off. But yeah, Silverfield, it's his job to lose, and you hope that Memphis goes out there and gets the right guy. Keep this thing rolling, man.
What do some of these texts say? Who's texting about the
Man,
first
I
group
gotta
of the
actually read
President's Cup?
text now, huh? The first group, when are they teeing off?
You know what?
7:02
Thank you, Zach.
7:02. What is
Australian?
That? Australian time?
Eastern time.
7:02 is a weird time.
It is.
Isn't it?
It's the future. I told you.
Oh, okay. That's how they do
7:02.
things in the
That's
future.
7:02 next.
Not 7:02, the R&B group?
Next January.
Okay.
All right. So
that's super niche.
112.
What?
My favorite tea time.
404.
What we got? Give me the text. Come on.
Oh,
give
the text.
Give me the text.
You got
Forget
me
about
confused, man.
Just give me you've been talking about these texts. Get to the text line 67129.
I'm guessing Hugh Freeze is out of the question.
Yes.
Our next super coach, make sure he keeps a burner on him.
Correct.
Yes, Hugh Freeze is out. He got that big extension
That's
at
right.
Liberty.
That's right.
They need to go ahead and announce Silverfield as a coach to keep the excitement and momentum moving forward. However, if Barry Odom is announced, all that excitement will be lost. Another texter says, would they hire a head coach based on who that coach could secure as an assistant coach?
I mean, I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be the major component of it. But that's part of it. I mean, all that weighs into it. But again, the friend of a friend of a friend who is a lawyer who is connected, again, is saying that it's Ryan Silverfield's job to lose. And doesn't know what and additional information just coming in. Doesn't know what he could do to lose it at this point.
Oh wow! So it's like
that's the word that the recruits are getting.
Okay.
On the street.
Wow. Your friend of a friend of a friend in Tallahassee is connected in Memphis also.
I got connections.
Good gosh.
I got connections all over the place.
And different area codes.
And
zip codes.
Zip codes. That's exactly right. Well, listen. I mean, if you cannot trust a friend of a friend of a friend who is a lawyer who is connected, who can you trust? That's the kind of rock solid sourcing that I like to bring to the table here. So yeah. Now, what about those pairings?
Oh, we're still
You're
doing
still
this.
using your phone. Oh,
We're
I
still
see.
doing
Oh,
this.
okay.
I'm using my phone. I would not use my phone.
Golf expert CJ having to go to the phone
to see what the
This
pairings
is
are.
shocking information, right?
I know it. I know it.
Should
This article doesn't even have the pairings. What are the pairings? I can't stall for another 4 minutes.
The book report is finally due. Didn't read the book. Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. Go ahead and hit us with those pairings there, Zach. I think everyone's super excited about it.
So, like I said, at 7:02 Eastern time, you got the first pairing.
That's 6:02 Central, by the way.
6:02.
I mean, we're in Central time, so I just as a reminder.
Right. So Dustin Johnson and Matt Kuchar.
Mike
versus
Kuchar?
Matt Kuchar.
I love Mike Kuchar's game.
Mike Kuchar.
I love Mike Kuchar's ability.
Dustin Johnson and Mike Kuchar against who?
Matt Kuchar versus Louis Oosthuizen and Adam Scott.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
7:15, 6:15. Xander Schauffele and Patrick Kennelly versus Adam Hadwin and Joaquin Neiman.
I believe it's Joaquin, but fair enough.
And Xander, not
Xander. It's
I like Xander though.
Schauffele is pretty
Xander,
good.
Xander, that's kind of weird.
Okay. Very judgy on your part, but go ahead.
Open your mind, Zach.
All right.
628. Webb Simpson and Patrick Reed versus Mark Leishman and Abraham Ansler.
Answer, damn it. Answer.
Ansler.
Okay, all right. And then I can't wait for this last one.
You got two more. You got Tiger Woods and Justin Thomas versus Hideki Matsuyama.
Okay, almost pretty good.
This is gonna be interesting. Wing Un An. That's his
No,
teammate.
I mean that's not exactly right, but okay, all right. Okay.
And then the last matchup, it's Ricky Fowler, Gary Woodland versus Soon J M and Cameron Smith.
Okay, all right. U.S. got a lot of work to do.
Yes, they do.
Down
4-1.
Tiger can't play all of them.
No, he can't.
He can try, but he can't. He can't get there. All of them. He's the only guy that played well, basically, of all of the players. Patrick Reed out here missing putts and causing controversy, and Cameron Smith talking smack to Patrick Reed, and Reed can't respond. And if we lose, it'd be embarrassing for us as a country to lose this. We haven't lost one of these in it's over 20 years. Haven't even been down at this stage in 15 years. So this is just sad.
Almost as embarrassing as going to the World Basketball Competition, finishing 7th. Like that.
Yeah, we're really
internationally.
The stuff we're supposed to be good at.
Soccer,
the stuff we're supposed to be good at.
God for U.S. women. Man.
I mean, that's right. The women are
women carrying this thing, man.
Man, we certainly need it. So you'll have Ryan Silverfield coming up. The man whose job it is to lose, according to my friend's friend. Maybe they can in Tallahassee. Maybe they can get. Are you guys going to ask Ryan Silverfield about the report from my friend's friend in Tallahassee? Okay. Eli says they're going to ask about that.
Right,
okay,
good.
Very good. We got Eli Savoy guarantee. The Savoy guarantee. That we're going to make sure he asks that specific question about Ryan Silverfield when he joins the program. Also, Tim Howard expected to join around 11 o'clock or so out here at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Also, Harold Grader's going to come out. We got some fun stuff for you. Got food on the way as well from Moe's Southwest Grill. So come on by. And also, East Coast Wings are going to be here, too. So I don't know what the rest of y'all are going to eat, but I'll take care of some of that at least.
All right.
I plan on doing that. CJ, great job out here.
Thank you.
And because we're out here, and only because we're out here.
Yes, it's happening. It's happening.
Only because I would never do this at any other time. I can't do it any other time.
I can't wait. Let me hear it. Ooh, got me out of my seat.
Got to say thank you, though, to everyone.
Yes.
For being a part of this.
Here we go.
And we're going to be out here all the way, all day, really. So big thanks, of course, to our friends of the Marine Corps League for being out here as well as Marine Corps Santa. And big thanks, yes, ho, 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 indeed. Big thank you to, of course, Rack City Zach in the studio. And
come with it.
Gabe
Come on.
Kuhn, Muscle Milk for helping out as well. All the hosts are going to be here. And the biggest thing, though, more than anything else, John Morant, I forgot about that.
Yes,
John Morant,
thank him. Yes.
Thank you for providing such wonderful content.
Mm-hmm.
But most of all, more than anything else, and myself also for a great job.
Yourself. I bought some toys out here.
Yeah, no, you did.
I've been doing the show with you.
So in the sense, in the spirit of that, you're exactly right.
Yes.
I want to say, most of all, big thank you to
here it comes.
Everyone bringing toys out here today.
Specifically?
Well, I mean, just the people. You, the people, because we get to see you, and today of all days, I want to thank you guys for bringing all these toys and being our great listeners. So just the most important thing, and certainly the only person I can think of that I've not thanked yet, is all of you people out there collectively.
What?
So thank you.
Why?
We'll be out here all day long. Come see us.
Why you do this to me?
Thank you for reminding me, CJ.
Oh, come on.
We got to get out of here. Coming up next, middays. Y'all have a great day. Come see us.
For over 25 years, Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 has been bringing you great local sports talk. With 13 hours of local talk daily, we continue to be Memphis's local sports leader. Today starts with Keith Parker and Elliot Wender on the Press Box from 6 to 7, followed by the Peter Edmiston Experience with C.J. Hurt from 7 to 10. Sports 56 Middays with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy takes you through lunch from 10 until 1. And then, John Harden brings you Johnny Radio's Happy Hour from 1 to 3. Dave Woloshin and Brett Norsworthy drive you home every afternoon with Sports Time with Wolo and Stats from 3 till 6. And John Rennie wraps up the day with Southern Sports Report from 6 to 7 before we turn things over to Fox Sports Radio to get you through the evening. We also bring you Ole Miss sports, NFL football, and the NCAA basketball tournaments. Don't miss anything. Keep your radio locked in right here on Real Sports Talk. Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 115 years. You know, I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. So easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or